standing in the rain with his head hung low. Couldn't get a ticket, it was a sold-out show. Heard the roar of the crowd, he could picture the scene. Put his ear to the wall, then like a distant scream, he heard one guitar.
Nature of this program, listener discretion is advised.
Greetings, universe. My name is Orbital Bacon, and I am certified G1 and a real freaking prime. Welcome to another live stream. It's Friday, the end of the week. That means if you're here, you are indeed made of sterner stuff. Wooga wooga and booga booga, bim bams and flum bums. Oh, what's going on? Welcome back to another edition of Sterner Stuff. Are you guys ready? You know what time it is.
Hey gang, just stopped by to congratulate you for keep the train going. Here's to another 3 years. Good luck and Godspeed.
Space Cyborg Dragon, good to see you, man. It's been a while. Haven't seen you, but good to see you, man. Hopefully you're also doing well. We've been doing great here, celebrating 3 years. And thank you, sir. Best wishes to another 3 years. Thank you so much. I appreciate you. Good to see you, man. Good to, I miss saying Space Cyborg Dragon. That was like the most 80s name. Whoa, Cheetos! Holy cow!
Here's to another 150 episodes. That's most definitely what's up. Thanks for the fun and entertainment, Bacon Boy. I'm your Huckleberry. Yeah, buddy. Oh yeah. Zook zook zook.
Thank you so much, Cheetos. Holy shit, man. Zooking out like Conan right there. Massive dono. Thank you so much, man. I'm glad that you have been here since volume 1. You have been here since the very first. A true moldy oldie baconeer. Been trolling since day 1. Yeah, buddy. Man, thank you, Cheetos. I appreciate you. So yeah, you guys ready? You guys ready to kick off another weekend? We made it. Baconeers and baconettes, bim bams and flum bums. We made it through another week once again. So it's time to kick back and relax. That's right. We're setting sail. We're cruising on into the weekend. And this is the best way that I know how to kick off each and every weekend, hanging out with the bim bams and the flum bums, the baconeers and the baconettes. I'm talking about you, the best community on YouTube. Hell yeah, we always have a good time. We're going to be having some laughs here, A-logging some cartoons. We've got a lot of memes to go through since we're celebrating an anniversary. Going to do a little bit of a retrospective. So we got quite a few memes to get through there. But we've also got everybody's favorite segment of the week, the Waifu Roundup. That's right, the Waifu Roundup coming up. We got a special one here for you. So not only do we have a couple of waifus in the lineup that are from recent shows that we've seen on Saturday morning, but we've also got some all-time favorites ready to celebrate that 3-year anniversary, 150 volumes of Saturday morning cartoons. So they brought some cake, and you can interpret that however you will. So yeah, it's gonna be a good waifu roundup. So hopefully you guys have your Wrangle devices tuned up in tip-top condition. 10 big Bison Bucks from Reverb.
Tomorrow is the big day. 150 Saturday mornings, 3 years, 1 Gyat yacht, and a crazed crew of waifu wrangling baconeers. And the scary part is, we're just getting started.
That's right.
Cheers to 3 years, my friend. And a lifetime of fighting for Nocturna. Zomarang crew for life.
That's right. The eternal rivalry right there. Thank you, Kenzo's Creations. And thank you, Reverb, for the 10 big Bison Bucks. For a second there, I thought you were doing one of those old credit card. Was it MasterCard? What was the credit card that would list a whole bunch of things? You know, you've got 150 volumes, 3 years, 1 yacht, a community full of baconeers, priceless. So yeah, thank you very much though for the 10 big Bison Bucks, all the support tonight. Massive support right out of the gate. Kenzo's Creations, my eternal rival in Crossfire, celebrating. Whoa, let's go! Whis getting us mesmerized, stupefied.
Cheers to 3 years. Saluto 7.
Thank you so much, Wiz. I appreciate you. Wiz, one half of the Cheddar Swiss Coalition tag team champions, have earned that title very much. Insane generosity. Thank you so much, Wiz. Much appreciated. You guys are freaking awesome. Okay, I'm running out of adjectives here. I'm running out of adjectives, guys. I'm going to have to like pop open a thesaurus. you know, just to give you adequate compliments. So, yeah, but no, it's going to be awesome. We've got volume 150 tomorrow morning, the Baconeer Members Choice. So those channel members over on Coffee, those of you with blue shields next to your name, you know who you are.
Time to kick back and relax.
Shantae says years for 150 episodes and 3 years.
Thank you. Retro Ryu with the 10 big Bison Bucks.
I'm still pretty new around the Orbital station, but I can say that I have without a doubt found my people. A huge congrats on 3 years of SMC, and thank you for all of your hard work, Bacon. Here's to many more years.
Thank you guys. You guys make it worth it and then some, you know? You guys make it all worth it and then some. So thank you so much, Retro Ryu. And you know what's crazy is you say you're kind of still new, but you fit right in. You feel like you've been here. You feel like a moldy oldie Baconeer already. But that just goes to show how awesome you guys are. I've said it before about how welcoming a community this is. People just fit right in, and it's like you've been here the whole time. It's so cool. It's such a cool sensation to witness. It really is. And thank you, Kakarot, for the elongated E from Shantae, giving us a cheers with an elongated E for the 3 years. Thank you so much, Kakarot. Appreciate that as well. Before I forget, because all these super chats are coming in, which, by the way, thank you guys. My goodness. But before I forget, I've got a few new super chat pop-ups. Since we have hit the 3-year mark, the 150 volume mark, renovations have begun. Okay, renovations have begun. The Gyat has rooms under construction. We've got new updates coming, some fancy new bells and whistles for you guys. And to start with, tonight, we have about half a dozen. I think it's like 6 or 7 new super chat pop-ups. So these are custom animations that are also references. So, I mean, obviously, you're going to recognize the waifu. You'll probably recognize the sound effect. So, we got a few new ones in there, I'll go ahead and just give you a hint because most of them are on the 50-cent marks because we're kind of testing them out. I want to see what you guys think, if you like them. If you like them, maybe we'll move them up into some more permanent spots for some of the ones that don't pop up quite as frequently. But we're looking at a new 350, 550, 750, and 850. Okay, those are all new. Then Baroness, the All Hail the Baroness, it's still there, but it's a new animation. So instead of her looking like she's about to fall over because the submarine was shaking, the Gyat was rocking. So instead of that, we've got a new custom animation based on some Odacat artwork of the Baroness. So we've got a new Baroness pop up for that one. And then the one, I can't remember the dollar amount, but it was the one for Jubilee. Remember, like Jubilee would pop up. She would be doing kind of like she was in a rave or something, a little techno dance, and would play some of the X-Men theme. So we actually we replaced her with Savage Land Rogue. There you go. Perfect timing. I don't know how you did that, but thank you, Wiz. Perfect timing. I was just about to say, we replaced Jubilee with Savage Land Rogue. And there she is doing the Janna of the Jungle Awu. So now you guys can summon an Awu whenever you want. You don't have to wait for me to hit the hotkey because a lot of times I forget it's there. So now you can have an Awu, and you've got a animated Savage Land Rogue to go with it. Odacat artwork for the animation, and same thing with the Jubilee one I was talking about.
All hail the Baroness!
33 November Gentilian 333 October Gentilian 333 Septvigentillion 333 Sexvagentilian 333 Quinvagentilian 333 Quartervagentilian 333 Trevigentilian 333 Duovagentilian 333 Unvigentilian 333 Vigentilian 333 333 November 333 October 333
Kitty is broken. This broke him.
333
This broke Kitty.
333 Quintillion 333.
How much longer is it gonna go on?
333 Tridecillion 333 Duodecillion 333.
Are we close to the end?
333 decillion 333 nonillion 333 octillion 333 septillion 333.
All right, I think we're on 7,
333 quintillion
5,
333 quadrillion
4,
333 trillion
333
billion 333 million 333,333 years of morning cartoon.
And Kitty's dead. He needs a nap.
How many episodes? 150. Stealth check.
Oh man, thank you, Ron Chaos, for the stealth check right there. Appreciate you. Yes, it's good to get an elongated E. It's like a palate cleanser. That's right. You're gonna be fine, Kitty. Just get it all out, bud. Just get it all out. You're gonna be all right, Kitty. We're here for you. Whoa! Hair flip.
Let's check this shit out. Cheers to 3 years of great Saturday mornings, Orbital. Let's keep it rolling.
Thank you, Tavern
Let's check
Full.
this one out, then. Also, no more large numbers in chat again. I think we can all agree with that one.
Yeah, we're not going to make that one a new meta. I like the E elongated E. That one's still fun, but yeah, the long numbers, let's not make that a new meta. But thank you guys. Yeah, sorry, there's not a new one for 450. I saw a couple of 450s come in. There's not one for that. It's 3, 5, 7, and 8. 3, 5, 7, and 8 with 50 cents. That'll trigger new ones. But you guys got the new Baroness. We got a couple of them. We got the new Baroness. We got Rogue doing the Jenna of the Jungle Awoo. What else have we got? Any other? Oh, and then we got the hair flip. The hair flip. How could I forget? How could I forget that one? Yeah, epic hair flip right there with the Johnny Quest theme song. And Tavern's Pull. You're the one who found that one. Very appropriate, right? Because you were there for New Adventures of Johnny Quest.
Just one.
Futura from Filmation's Ghostbusters right there, giving us a little dance move. Let's go. Let's go. So yeah, that one actually replaced, I think it was Blackfire who was there before, which is, she's nice and all. I definitely prefer Starfire and Raven. So I thought, okay, let's get a new waifu. Let's get Futura, one of our favorite purple skin, maybe our only purple skin waifu. I don't know. We got a lot of green skin girls, but I don't know. Futura might be the only purple one. But yeah, Blackfire, farewell. Maybe she'll come back. Like I said, this is mostly a test. We're just going to see how you guys like these. And they might end up moving around to different amounts and replacing other things, especially if you want certain things back. I tried to replace ones that were, like, for instance, we had 2 of Krista, the Gyat Fairy. Both the 5 and the 550 were both Krista dancing to the same song. So I replaced one of those because I thought, that's not gonna be missed, at least not too much. So, and same thing, we had Cleo and Blackfire dancing to that.
Time to kick back and relax.
Kitty lost one of its 9 lives. Now it's time for some elongated
Let's go. Thank you.
Let's check this one out, then. And the large number isn't a meta, it's a reason for Kitty to throat punch someone.
Right, yeah, Kitty lost one of his 9 lives. I like how Wolverine put it there. Kitty lost one of his 9 lives reading that number out. My goodness. Thank you for the E elongated E Wolverine. And then Reverb. That one's not a new one. I just did 3, 5, 7, and 8. 3, 5, 7, and 8 for the 50-cent ones. And then Baroness. We've seen the new Baroness. I don't think we've seen the one that replaced Jubilee. It was like 12, I think, $12 amount. 11 or 12. It was right after the Bison Bucks. I know Jubilee was right after Bison Bucks. One of those has a Savage Land Rogue. So yeah, if you guys are liking these, if you think they're good enough to take the place amongst all of our other awesome super chat pop-ups, I know it's basically it's all waifus, but they're also based on memes. So it's a little bit of a 2-for-1. Yeah, 11 is Double Bumpin. That's still there. I love Double Bumpin. That song's hilarious. So so yeah, if you guys like these, then they'll stick around. So, and I've got some more in the works too. So we're just testing them out. But so far, it seems like you guys are digging them. Just based on the reactions in the chat, seems like you guys are digging them. There she is. Savage Land Rogue. She's breaking it down. Yeah, she's ready. It's a party in the jungle, apparently. Let's go. Thank you, Ron McChaos. Appreciate it. Yeah, see, I think that one's a little bit better than the Jubilee one. I like Jubilee. I didn't really hate on her like some people did. Like, oh, she's the worst X-Man, shitty powers, whatever. It's like, no, I like Jubilee, but I think that Savage Land Rogue is better. What do you guys think? Yeah, that one's better. An improvement. Trying to do upgrades here. Okay, trying to do upgrades. So. But thank you guys, man. Thank you guys so much, man. Massive support. We've got a little bit of a stream boss battle going on because Cheetos had taken it. He was zooking out like Conan, but now Whis is the stream boss. So I better hurry up and do shout outs and do the stream boss hailing and all that before we have another change here. So, hey, let's go. Rex Rude. Rocking out with
Let's
Rogue.
see it again.
So nice, he needed to see it twice. That means it's an upgrade. Okay, that's all I need to know then. That answers that question. That's we know. Now we know. Okay. Jubilee, she was animated, but she wasn't moving around very much. It's kind of funny. It was like an official show. She's kind of barely moving around, and then we get fan art. And we got like much more movement in it. So plus Rogue is top waifu of all Marvel, not just even the X-Men, of all Marvel, probably of all comic books. Trying to think of a better comic book waifu.
Let's not forget the BOOGA train here.
That's right. Let's not forget the BOOGA train because I've got a new animation working for that. It's not going to replace the $3 because that's a classic pop-up. That one is like ingrained.
Yowzers. More $12.
Wiz says KO with a K's out. Let's go. Wowzers. So boy, he wants some more Rogue. He's like, hey, hold on a second now. We need some more. Yeah, K's still there. Most of them, like I said, it was only about 6 or 7. And when you think I don't even know the total number. We have so many different ones. So most of them are actually still the same. Yeah, I don't even think half. Not even half were changed. But it's still, like I said, it's under construction. Okay, it's a work in progress. It's under construction, and we're testing it out, seeing what you guys think. So far, it seems like it's a hit. So we're gonna keep the renovations going. Yeah, you never know. You never know who might pop up next. And eventually, we're gonna have so many that I might have to do random pop-ups where you know that if you, for instance, let's say $5. It'll be one of like 2 or 3 different animations. You won't know exactly which one you're going to get. Holy shit. That one's kind of loud.
If it takes 2 showings to solidify the new pop-up, then let's flip it.
Let's flip it. Hair flip. I think the hair flip was already, I was like, yeah, this one's staying. I already knew that one was going to be a success, a popular one right there. We love the hair flip. So, all right. Well, let's see who we got in the chat here, guys. Let's go ahead and get into it. We're already having a really good time, man. Wait till we get into all the memes. We're going to do a little Retrospective. Check out some of the funny stuff. I forgot a few of these, so it's going to be kind of fun to go back through them. But let's see who we got in the chat here. Looks like we got a good crew already. Please like up the stream for me if you're ready to get into the madness. And look at all these moldy oldie bacon ears. They already know when it's time to say hello. But if you're new, I'll let you know what to do. You just got to put that bacon in the sky. Send it way up high, all the way up into orbit. Look at it. Look at it. That's a sky full of bacon right there. That's the kind of weather forecast I like to see. Let's go. All right, let's see what we got in here. I got to scroll way up. Holy shit. I don't remember the last time I had to scroll this far up. That's a lot of bacon. Let's go. All right, we got Sane Adam in here. / with the bacon. Kakarot is here. What's going on? There's Jason Long. Hail, brother. What's up? We got Matthew Skudzienski. There's Hell Spawn Leviathan. Hail to you, brother. We got Kyle Conklin. Knowing is half the battle. That's right. And you're one half of the Kyle Maloon tag team. Speaking of tag team champions earlier, let's go. We got Gabriel Villegas in here. Gojira, what's going on? Merrick Hartz is here. What's up? We've got Spyro Man, Prince of the Abyss, She-Hulk. Yeah, Greenskin Girls. Yes, definitely. You don't have to tell me twice. We got Isaac Nieder. What's going on? Richard Hooper is here. We got Carlos Cal, Storm Shield, Ron McChaos says K's out. That's right, the KO. Ricardo Vasquez, Wonder Woman. Well, technically we have Wonder Woman, the Linda Carter, the ever elusive Linda Carter pop up. Sometimes it wants to work, sometimes it doesn't. But yeah, we have Wonder Woman, but I get what you mean. We got Waste of Space, aka Cheetos, aka the #1 troll, been here since volume #1 with his catchphrase Bah Humzook, let's go. We've got Final Fantasy fan, what's going on? No Name OVA, good to see you. Book Golem is here. We got Retro Ryu, says Psylocke is really hot, but I think Rogue is still the hottest of them all. And I would agree with that 100%. Psylocke is up there, but Rogue tops them all. We got Rex Rude 99. Hail, brother. Oh, snuck a little / in with the bacon. I see it there. We got Ronald Neal. Gerald Black is here. Spyro Man, if I didn't already say it. There you go. You get a second one. Let's see who else we got in here. Scrolling down. Duo Maxwell. The super chats are evolving. That's the idea. That's the idea. I want to upgrade. I want to improve some things around here. So yeah, the super chats should seem like they're evolving. We got K Ojo in here. Chichi Boy, what's going on? Who's the hair flip? That would be Jesse. Jesse from Real Adventures of Johnny Quest. We got Neo 007, Kenzo's Creations, my eternal rival in Crossfire, and I see he brought his Zoomerangs, ready to battle to the death for Nocturna. That is a forever war right there. We got Daharka 88, hail brother, what's up? Michael Russum, good to see you, hail brother. Let's see, Taverns Pull is here, hail to you as well. We've got, did I say Ron McChaos? Hopefully I got Ron McChaos. We got Don Pachi, Gotcha Bagoose, Gotcha Bagoose, what's up, buddy? Definitely not Hunter Batista, definitely not fooling anybody. That is Hunter Batista, what's up, man? He says, happy 3 years. I've been here since Saturday morning, volume 4. Nice. Found you from watching Rinse Repeat. Well, welcome, brother. Glad to have you here. Another moldy oldie baconeer. All right, we got Impu T. Hey, Sushi says he's glad to be here too. Excellent, sir. Glad to have you. Let's see. We've got Toonhole John. What's going on? Let's see who else. We've got Robert Jaworski. Yo, what's up? We got Tim J. Hail, brother. What's going on? All right. Contador is here. We've got Robert Benson. Says Redhead Supremacy. Forever, for life. That's right. James D. Morris says it's Bacon and Roses time. That's right. We got Johnny Hollywood here. What's up, Johnny Hollywood? Brian Knapp is here too. What's up, buddy? Let's see. Did I catch everybody? I think I did. I definitely got through all the bacon. That was a lot of bacon. I love to see it. That was a lot of bacon. I think I got through it all. If I missed you, just put some bacon in the chat. I've scrolled all the way down, so I should see it now. Or you can get my attention through a super chat. That always wakes me up there and definitely goes a long way to support the channel. Keep the station in orbit, if you will. Thank you guys so much. There is a link pinned in the live chat there if you'd like to support the channel. But it is never required, Always appreciated. Thank you. Thank you to everybody who's already sent in donos, man. Big support, massive support right out of the gate. Love to see it. You guys are awesome. Dalu with 8738. There you go. Happy anniversary. Thank you so much. Appreciate you, man. Thank you. Iffy is here and says Owen Otter. Owen Otter. Okay. Why does that name sound familiar? That must have been before the YouTube name change thing happened in the chat, because I swear I recognize the Owen Otter name. But good to see you as well. Token Robot is here. That's our Token Robot. He says he's late and gay. Hey, it's all right, man. We're still doing shout outs, okay? We've been doing a good bit of hot dogging and grandstanding, so it's all good, man. We're having fun tonight. 3-year anniversary, 150 volumes, a Saturday morning. We're just having a good time, okay? Plus, it's Friday. I mean, this is what we'd be doing anyway. It's a Friday night, but now we have extra reason to celebrate. So hopefully you guys got an extra serving of pizza rolls, maybe some spark, some spin, some crystal twist, some fupa, whatever your zook of choice may be, because yeah, we're going to get into it tonight. It's going to be a fun show. So we've got the Saturday morning preview, although it'll be a brief Saturday morning preview this time, since it was the Baconeers members' choice. I don't want to give too much away, so we'll go through a little bit of it, but we're going to leave a lot of it to be a surprise tomorrow morning, since they chose the episodes and everything. We'll leave that as a surprise. But don't worry, we got plenty of stuff to go through, because since we are celebrating a 3-year anniversary, I thought, hey, let's go back through some of the memes of this last year, this previous year, and do a little bit of a retrospective and go over maybe some of the memes that stood out, some new characters, some new waifus. You know, we expanded on some old classic memes. We got a few new ones in there. We got Rogue dancing in the jungle. What more could you ask for?
Happy 3rd year anniversary and happy 150 episodes. It's
Thank
savage.
you so much. Jason Long, yeah, savage. That's right. It is savage, man. Savage land. Let's go. Thank you, Jason Long. Appreciate you. Thank you. Wowzers. Yeah, I need that as a pop-up. We need an Inspector Gadget Wowzers pop-up. Let's go. Ricardo Vasquez, what's going on, man? He's got a couple of flags in there. I see the Union Jack. Is that the Russian flag too? Let's go. All right. Yeah, Savage. Savage Land Rogue. Best outfit for any character, not just Rogue. I feel like it's the best outfit that's probably ever existed in comic books. So much that it started its own fashion trend. In fact, we're going to see some of that tonight. When we get to the waifu roundup, you'll see some waifus rocking the Savage Land bikini, sometimes also referred to as a jungle kini, but the Savage Land one has a very specific look. You know, it's got to be all tattered and torn, maybe some strips of fabric just tied in a knot around the arm for no reason, you know, just decoration, just little like straps of fabric that fell off. You know, it's rough, it's savage in the jungle. Okay, so yeah, the outfits don't last too long. So yeah, Savage Land bikini has become a fashion trend here on the Orbital station. I would qualify that as a top comic book costume, not just for Rogue, but like of all time. So, all right. Well, hey, we got a lot of awesome Baconeers here. It's great to see all of you guys. I hope you're all doing well, having a good week, end of your week. If it wasn't a good week, it's over. So it's time to enjoy the weekend. And we got a stream boss right here, with 69.5 hit points on the health bar. All hail Whis, our current stream boss. We need to get some pizza rolls raining. We need that waifu swinging, because we might have a bit of a battle on our hands here, okay? Cheetos. There was another oh man, I'm sorry for forgetting, because there was it might have been Whis actually that came in with the mesmermizing dono. So it might just be between Whis and Cheetos, but there might be a few more Savage Land rogues. Few more trips to the Savage Land, and yeah, we might have another stream boss. You never know. You never know. So all hail Whis. Thank you so much. One half of the Cheddar Swiss Coalition, our tag team champions here on the Orbital station. I love the super chat meta. We've got lyrical super chats, elongated E's. We've got tag teams, not just the champions of the Cheddar Swiss Coalition. We have multiple tag teams. We have the Bards with T-Bone and Daryl. We've got the Kyle Maloon Coalition, which you guys need like an actual name. You need an official name, okay? You know, it doesn't have to be anything too crazy, but just, you know, like shorten it up a bit, you know, like demolition, you know, something like that. You know, just like a little 1 or 2 words, come up with a name. Kyle, since you're here, you get to do that. You know, if Maloon doesn't like it, oh well. Maloon should have been here, you know, tag team champions, both partners got to represent. Well, if you're the only one here, guess what? You get to pick the name. You get the privilege. Yeah, where's Maloon? The Maloon Squad. Maloon Squad actually isn't too bad. Kind of reminds me of Space Jam, the Toon Squad. You got the Maloon Squad. All right. So yeah, let's go ahead and get into it, guys. Let's get into it. We got a lot to get into tonight here, okay? It's Saturday morning preview time. We got volume 150. 150. The next big milestone after that would be 200, which would mean that we are basically at the 4-year anniversary, which is kind of nice. It's kind of nice that every year you hit about 50 volumes and you get another anniversary, another nice milestone on the playlist. So yeah, let's go. Volume 150. What we did for this one is a member's choice. We've done a couple of these before, actually. We've done a couple of these. I think, in fact, if this is the 3-year anniversary and we've had a couple before, we do one a year. So once per year so far. We're going to just make this a tradition. All right. I declare going forward. Okay. This is my decree as the Bacon King is that going forward once a year, at least once a year, we will do a member's choice because these are a lot of fun. And I think you guys like them as well. I got a lot of great submissions, a little bit of like good news, bad news, but also some good news. So it's like barely even bad news. The two good news, I think they negate the bad news, but basically the good news is I got a ton of submissions. You know, I got a lot of suggestions, what you guys wanted to see, picking specific episodes as well. Most people did. In fact, I think all but like one or two had exact episodes that they knew they wanted to see. And they had a couple of different options, which is always nice because sometimes people pick the same show. So in that case, it's like, hey, we got a backup here for your selection. So that was awesome. So the bad news is that I couldn't fit all of them into one volume. But then the other good news that negates that bad news is that whatever didn't make it into tomorrow's lineup is going to be in next week's lineup. Okay. So if you don't see your selection or one of, because obviously it would just be one of, that's why I asked for a selection, is so we could pick one without doubling up shows. But if you don't see one of your selections in tomorrow morning's lineup, fear not, because next week it'll be there. Okay. It'll be there. So yeah, it was awesome. It was great getting all those from you guys. It seemed like there was a lot of enthusiasm because some people, man, they were like ready to go. As soon as I put the notification out there, they were like, here we go. I got my list ready to go. So a lot of enthusiasm, some great selections too. It was actually kind of tough, to be honest. I'm glad that we have some overspill, some overflow. And so we're going to end up having a little bit of a member's choice next week. It'll be kind of half and half my picks, half your guys. But I'm glad because there were so many good selections. It was kind of tough to choose. But we got a great lineup for you guys tomorrow morning, selected by the channel members, the coffee members. So if you're mad, if you're like, hey, I don't like the lineup, you know, tomorrow morning comes around, if you're not happy with it, well, then you know who to blame. Okay, people with Blue Shield, you can direct your angry emails at them. No, I'm just kidding. Don't do that.
I got Nocturna for my birthday Saturday. I'm content with whatever you all chose. Bacon ears kick all the ass.
Thank you, Kenzo's Creations, rocking out with Tara there. She's rocking, Chad. Let's go. Thank you so much, man. Appreciate you. Yeah, you know, I hope you had a good birthday. Nocturna, you know, you got a new pinup. It was good times. So, you know, might have to, you know, next January when my birthday rolls around again, might have to put Nocturna in my lineup, okay? Get her in my stable, all right? But no, don't send any angry emails, okay? Don't. In fact, you're not even going to need to. It's an awesome lineup. Like I said, so many excellent selections. It was actually difficult to choose which ones to put in. So don't worry, you're going to love it, all right? You're going to love it. So let's see what we got. I'm not going to give too much away because, for one, I want to focus on the retrospective, but also we're going to leave it to be those channel members. Let them surprise you guys with what we've got tomorrow morning. But we definitely have a great selection from the 80s and 90s and even one from the early 2000s to cap off the morning. And it is, of course, a 3-hour block as usual. So it's going to be starting at 9 a.m. Eastern Standard Time, going all the way to noon. You guys know the drill. And of course, we start in the 80s as usual. So we've got some G.I. Joe in there starring Sergeant Slaughter. In fact, this is like a Sergeant Slaughter centric episode. He is the star of the show in this episode. I don't even know if there's any waifus in this. I don't even know if there's any waifus in here. It's all Sergeant Slaughter. But, he is a classic character, and he's not in that many episodes. He only shows up in the later episodes. Like, it's weird. It was one of those weird, what do they call that? The Mandela effect, when your memory is like different from how it actually was. Because my memory as a Bacon Bit is he was in like every episode. Like that was just how it was in my head, was that Sergeant Slaughter was in every episode. But obviously, we've been going through a ton of G.I. Joe episodes. It's one of my favorite shows to play on Saturday morning. And we barely ever see him. He's like barely around. So yeah, he didn't show up until later on. So it's good. It's good that we're getting some Sergeant Slaughter screen time. We haven't really gotten much, if any. I think you might have shown up like once, because I tend to focus on Baroness episodes, Lady J, Scarlet. You're detecting a pattern here. I tend to focus on those. So yeah, we'll get some Sergeant Slaughter in there. Okay, so yeah, we're gonna get some G.I. Joe, complete with a PSA. I made sure to remember to get a PSA in there because people are always asking. Then from the 80s, we're getting some cops. We get some cops as well. It's crime fighting time. Let's go. And we've got a very rare Mirage focused episode. So much like with G.I. Joe, I'm usually going for Baroness, Lady J, Scarlet. With cops, I'm going for Nightshade. I'm going for Mainframe. And Mirage, of course, also probably the only other waifu. I'm like thinking about it as I say it. And I'm like, one of the only, I think she might be the only other waifu aside from Nightshade and Mainframe. So yeah, kind of rare that she gets any sort of focus episodes on her. The next closest thing I think from this one is probably the one that she actually shares with Mainframe, where they go to the spa. I played that one recently, in fact, so you guys probably remember that one. But Mainframe is in it just as much, if not more so. She might have just a little bit more screen time than Mirage. So yeah, very difficult to find a Mirage focus episode. But you know what? One of the channel members did. One of the members, one of the Baconeers managed to do it. They found a Mirage focused episode. So that's what we've got for cops tomorrow morning. And it's also got a one-off waifu. She's not even just in the one episode. She's in one scene, not even in the whole episode. In fact, I don't even know if you guys want to qualify this as a full-blown waifu, because before you start putting eye-popping emojis in the chat, let me just inform you, spoiler warning, this is a shape-shifting android. Okay, it's a shape-shifting android. So do with that what you will. It's not actually a waifu. Technically, it could be something other than a waifu if it chose to shapeshift, if it chose to take that form. And in fact, we will see it takes many forms in this episode. So we'll leave that up to the judges. We'll leave that, judges, we're looking at you. We'll leave that up to you, okay? But potential one-off waifu here. But the real star is Mainframe. Okay, back to I'm sorry, not Mainframe, Mirage. Oh shit. No wonder she's pissed. She's pissed at me. I just got her name wrong. She's pissed. She's like, you dare, pointing right at me right now. I feel called out right now, pointing right at me. You dare call me the other waifu's name, man. She's living in her shadow. Or maybe she's pointing at one of you. I don't know. Maybe she's pointing at one of the Baconeers in the chat right now. Who was it? Who done it? We got a mystery to solve here. Who done it? Mirage is on the case. She's looking at one of you, pointing at one of you, and I know it was one of you too. One of you was looking at the cake. That's right. One of you, or maybe it was all of you. Maybe she was pointing at chat collectively. Maybe it was a collective point.
Say all hail the Baroness!
Fun fact, Sergeant Slaughter was played by a live human when the cartoon needed to be extended an extra 3 to 4 minutes due to government trickery. He was used to intro and outro the commercials, and I remember him fighting a live python in them.
Let's go. Well, yeah, he was a WWF wrestler. Sergeant Slaughter was like, he was a real guy. Like the guy doing the voice was the actual wrestler, like the real guy. And I do remember some live action segments, although I'm thinking they were in the commercials, but you're probably right. You're probably, like I said, I remember him being in every single episode. Obviously that was wrong. So yeah, it was probably padding, episode padding that they put him in. Maybe he was in the commercials too. In fact, I think he was. I'm pretty sure he was in some of the G.I. Joe toy commercials and padding for the episodes. Yeah, he was a bad guy. And he kind of went back and forth. Sometimes he was a face, he's like all American, but then sometimes he was a bad guy. He was a heel, especially when he became an Iraqi sympathizer. Do you guys remember that one where he teamed up with the Sheik, Iron Sheik? And what was it? General Adnan or something? There was some other random guy too. They put towels on their head and they were Iraqi sympathizers. Dude, that shit was so wild. That shit was so wild growing up. Yeah, Sergeant Slaughter, man. There's lore. There's lore there, okay? But that's just a distraction. That's just a distraction from the real issue at hand right here. Mirage wants to know, which one of you did it? Which one of you was looking? Who was checking her cheeks? Who was checking her cheeks? She wants to know which one of you. She knows, look, this guy looks so guilty. This guy looks so guilty. Bernie! He's like, oh shit. She got me. It's like staring into the sun. Busted. Under arrest. Stop resisting. Oh man. So yeah, we got an episode of Cops. Okay, we got G.I. Joe, we got Cops, we got some good stuff from the 80s there. Then we also got some good stuff from the 90s as well. I wonder if anybody can guess. You probably can. You could probably guess who submitted Dog City. Which of the channel members of all the Baconeers with a blue shield next to their name, which one submitted Dog City? It's probably a pretty easy guess. But no, this episode is actually pretty hilarious. Dog City is a little underrated. It's kind of off-putting, I'll admit, because it has those weird puppet segments. I don't know, maybe you guys like the puppet segments. It's kind of weird. I would just prefer it to be a whole cartoon like the whole time. But when it is a cartoon, and even in some of the puppet segments, they have some pretty clever gags, some very clever writing, a lot of puns. If you don't like puns, then you're probably going to hate this show. Okay, if you don't like puppets, you're gonna hate this show. If you don't like puns, you're gonna hate. But no, actually, there's a lot to like. It's very clever writing, even based at times. Imagine that. Dog City of all shows can be based. What is this? Well, we see here that Rosie is wrangled. In fact, not just wrangled, but dangled, wrangled and dangled, and she's also going to be taunted. I can't really think of a word that rhymes with wrangle that is synonymous with taunting. But if you guys can think of one, feel free to put it in the chat. But yeah, she's wrangled, dangled, and going to be taunted as well. Some based taunting. Let's check it out.
I warned you about dames, Heart. You
The
can't
dames.
live without them, and you can't live with them.
Can't live with the
Number
dames.
ain't up yet, Rosie. I got a plan. Stay with me. Hey, Vi-
He's like, hold on a second. He sensed the J-Law. Look at her face. Look at her face right there. He can't even see her, but he can feel it. He can feel it's like Goku about to go Super Saiyan, The energy is rising, the rocks are levitating, there's lightning in the air.
Future is so bright I've got to wear shades.
Let's go. Thank you, Painting and Rambling. I understood that reference. I understand. Very clever. Very clever. I understood that reference. Well done, sir. Well played. Thank you so much. But yeah, it's like she's going Super Saiyan J-Law. J-Law Kaioken. J-Law Kaioken. There's lightning in the air. Rocks are levitating. And so he can sense it. He can sense it. And he's like, hold on a second. Hold on. If she's about to go Super Saiyan J-Law, maybe we can get ourselves out of this mess. We're all wrangled and dangled right now. Maybe we can get ourselves out of this mess. We just got to make sure that she goes full Super Saiyan God, Super Saiyan J-Law. Okay?
Vile, what did you mean with that crack about women?
What crack? I love women, especially when they're fetching. my slippers. But don't get me wrong, I got nothing against women. Some of my best maids are women.
Skeletor loved that one.
Congratulations, party popper emoji. Here's to 3 more years.
Thank you, Token Robot. Appreciate you, man. Giving us a Yuri dance right there. Lovely angels, Kay and Yuri. Although I think Yuri's the only one dancing. Kay looked a little concerned. She's like, what are you doing? Why are you dancing? You can't stop the waifu when she feels like dancing. But thank you, Token Robot, for the elongated 3 more years. Appreciate you, man. Yeah, Skeletor's loving it. He's loving it. He's like, holy shit, this guy's just some of my best maids are women. I'm looking at you, Roll. I'm looking at you, Mega Maid. Sorry, I called her Roll. Her new name is Mega Maid since last week. So yeah, I got to make sure. Yeah, I'm looking at you, Mega Maid, with your broom of destiny. Oh, damn. Holy shit. She's going feral. She's going feral. I told you guys. I told you. Super Saiyan J-Law. She is going feral.
That is why I believe Chief Rosie when she says she's gonna clean up this town.
Good one, boss.
I'm warning you, Vile.
Oh, squids are so adorable when they get feisty.
First off, the taunting of like, oh, you're cute when you're feisty. That's a classic. That is a you know, you're cute when you're angry, or you're cute when you're feisty. That is a classic. But then that he referred to her as a skirt, or as he pronounced it, scoits. It hoits. Tiny mini scoits. So yeah, the fact that he threw that one in there, that it's like the cherry on top. It's what takes it to the next level. It's like a regular hamburger when it's like, oh yeah, you're cute when you're angry. But when you throw scoits in there, oh, these scoits, they're cute when they're feisty. Now it's a double bacon cheeseburger. Let's fucking go.
You wanna see feisty? I'll show you, feisty.
Just like a woman.
And the transformation is complete. She goes Super Saiyan J-Law, rips out, unwrangled, undangled, and proceeds to just murder everyone. It was a bloodbath. It was a bloodbath. Yeah, he's dead. He's fucking dead. It scoits. He's dead. Just like a woman. Let's go, man. You notice Skeletor ran away at the end. See, Skeletor's smart. He knows this stuff. He has studied J-Law. He knows all about it. That's why he was laughing. But he knew at the end there, he's like, okay, time to go. He avoided the beatdown, the bloodbath. Holy shit, man. So yeah, good episode of Dog City. If you're not familiar with it, definitely give it a chance. But if you guys have seen it, because we've played a couple episodes before on previous Saturday morning lineups. So if you guys are familiar, then you already know it's actually pretty funny. It's well written. It's got some good puns in there, some good writing, some good gags. It's going to be fun. All right. And then as we finish out the lineup, we're going to go into the early 2000s with Megas XLR. That's right. Do you dig giant robots? Because I know I dig giant robots. Chicks dig giant robots. Okay, nice. Because we're getting another episode of Megas XLR. Some redhead supremacy with Kiva right here. And in fact, this episode actually shows that redhead supremacy is universal. It's not just for us here. It's not just on the orbital station, not just amongst the Baconeers. Oh no. Redhead supremacy is known throughout the galaxy. Okay, and this episode proves it.
Salvage the mech, eliminate the crew. Whoa!
Coop, get back inside!
Stand down! My name is Warlock. Captain Jean-Michel Warlock. In all my travels, I have never seen anything more beautiful.
Perfect timing.
Waiting for a Danhausen cartoon. Delayed thought on the 80s wrestling invasion of cartoons. Mario with Lou Albano. G.I. Joe and Sergeant Slaughter.
Yeah, there were a lot of crossovers there. There were a lot of, and I mean, Hulk Hogan had his own cartoon. There was an actual Hulk Hogan's Rockin' Wrestling.
The brilliant star that shines through the night. The funky beats that leave the waifu in heat. Riseman stands before you. Here's to another year of excellence, Baconeers.
Thank you, Neostar. Appreciate that. Another stealth check. Failed, of course, as we like, as we prefer. And also announcing the arrival of Riseman. Thank you so much, man. And then Whis going savage. Another Savage Land rogue right there. Saying delayed thought on the 80s wrestling invasion of cartoons. Yeah, Mario with Captain Lou Albano, G.I. Joe with Sergeant Slaughter. I'm sure there were probably some more like cameo appearances. And then as I was saying right before that last super chat, is that Hulk Hogan had his own cartoon, and it had Roddy Piper and Iron Sheik and Wendy Richter. it had quite the lineup in it, quite the lineup. So yeah, good stuff, man. But thank you. Appreciate you. So yeah, we see that redhead supremacy is universal. It is known throughout the galaxy, even if Jamie is sitting here thinking that this guy is into him, which is kind of weird, Jamie. Kind of weird. Go back to your green skin girls.
Thanks, I guess.
Dude, he's talking about Magus. Actually, I was referring to the red-headed enchantress.
Red-headed enchantress. That is Kiva's new title, by the way. Okay, let it be known. Let it be known. Declare it from the mountaintops. Kiva is the red-headed enchantress.
Kiva?
Not again.
Redheads. Every time.
Every time. Redheads every time. But can you blame him, though? Red-headed enchantress. Kiva the red-headed enchantress. Did a little bit of a hair flip there. Not a big, not the Johnny Quest level hair flip that we see in that super chat pop up with Jesse. But, kind of swooshing the bangs a little bit. Looks like she was blowing on something. I don't know if she's blowing the hair out of her face, blowing a kiss, whatever's going on there. Kiva is the red-headed enchantress, okay? Redhead supremacy is universal, okay? It is a principle that is shared throughout the galaxy. So yeah, we're going to have an awesome lineup. Like I said, I did really light on the preview this week because I wanted to keep the vast majority of it a surprise. Since it is a member's choice, we're going to let them enjoy it with you guys all tomorrow morning. But, a couple little previews in here. A little bit. Yeah, a little bit of framing maybe. Framing, a little redhead supremacy, little J-Law, Super Saiyan J-Law, just sprinkled in here and there. But yeah, it's going to be a great lineup, though. I think you guys are going to love it. They did a great job, excellent job selecting episodes. We got so many good ones, in fact, that it's going to end up spilling over into next week. So I'll repeat it just one more time, just in case you guys missed it. But especially the channel members, if you submitted episode selections and you don't see one of your selections tomorrow morning, fear not, because it will be featured in next week's lineup. We got so many good ones. It was more than I could fit in one lineup, okay? So don't worry. That only means that you guys did very well, okay? You did very, very well selecting your stuff. So we're going to end up having a little spillover into next week. But tomorrow's going to be awesome. I'm looking forward to it. I think you guys will love it. 9 a.m. Eastern Standard Time, volume 150, Members' Choice Edition. Let's fucking go. All right. Now let's get into the anime Grindhouse, because we're still doing that, okay? Just because we're celebrating 3 years, it's volume 150. Yeah, a lot of focus is on that, but everything else is still happening too, okay? So we've got our midnight movie tonight in OBTV, and we've got the anime Grindhouse tomorrow night at midnight on Bacon Bits, okay? So we've got a pretty cool thing lined up. I've been sitting on this one for a little while. This is one of those where I was like just waiting. I'm like, should I pair this with something? It's kind of a feature length. It's almost like a movie, basically a movie in and of itself. So should I pair it with something? Should I just wait and it can be its own Grindhouse? Well, guess what? The time has come. So we are finally getting around to watching The Legend of Crystania. And if you guys are not familiar with this one, it is basically we have Record of Lodoss War at home. Okay? So you have Legend of Crystania, you're at the DVD, you're at the video rental place, you see Record of Lodoss War, ooh, this looks good. But mom says, no, we've got Record of Lodoss War at home. That's Legend of Crystania right there. It's actually really good though. It's actually really good. It's a fantasy anime. If you can't tell by looking at it, it's got that medieval fantasy flair to it. A little bit of a Final Fantasy vibes. You've got your elf waifu, you know, not D-lit. Totally not D-lit, similar but legally distinct. Basically D-lit with a tan. Okay, D-lit went to the beach, forgot her sunscreen. Basically D-lit with a tan. You know, you've got not Parn. Okay, Parn, but wearing different colored armor. It's totally not the same guy. All right, forget that he has like the same hair and everything else. Totally not Parn, guys. All right, the armor's a different color. D-lit got a tan. It's totally not D-lit. So yeah, but all kidding aside though, you can just tell by this image, this is actually the DVD cover right here. So you can tell by this image, the art style is actually beautiful. It's like very, very well done. Kind of similar. In fact, it reminded me a bit of Elsia, you know, the one that we just got through watching last week and the week before. Had a beautiful art style. You know, it's just a visual feast. And this one has a similar, not like exactly the same. I don't know if it was made by the same studio or anything like that, but definitely has that similar vibe to it. Very stunning. Yeah, exactly, Ron McChaos. Stunning artwork, visual feast. It's beautiful. And I love it. It's just a classic sort of medieval fantasy story. You know, you got your elves, your wizards, your knights, all that good stuff. You know, it's just good old fun, good old classic anime fun. So like I said, I've been sitting on this one for a while, just waiting for the right time or right thing to pair it up with, if it could even be paired up. But because it is basically a feature-length movie on its own, it's 3 episodes, 3 OVA episodes, but they're each like 40 or 45 minutes, something like that. So when you put them all together and remove the opening and closing credits from the episodes in between, then you end up with, I think it's like just shy of 2 hours. You know, it's basically like a movie. So we're just going to put this one in there and it'll be its own standalone anime Grindhouse. I see Gojira asking, are we going to do dubs or subs? Well, because this one came out in the early 90s, it's that golden era. You already know we are getting a gloriously cheesy dub. Gloriously cheesy dub. Okay, like if you see the anime when I show you the preview image, anytime we get to this segment of Sterner stuff and you see an anime that looks like it's from the late 80s, early 90s, somewhere around in there, just expect English, because like I said, it's the golden era, the golden age of gloriously cheesy English dubs. And so if one exists, I'm going to use it. Now, obviously, there are some exceptions. Sometimes there's just not an English dub that exists for certain anime out there, you know, even if they are from that golden age, that golden time period there. So sometimes you might still get Japanese, even if it's a, you know, 80s, 90 anime, whatever it may be. But in this case, I got the English. I got it. So yeah, you're in for a treat. Some gloriously cheesy dubbing, as well as being able to just follow along with the chat, because half the fun, at least, I would say probably more than half the fun of watching this with the Baconeers is that Mystery Science Theater experience where you were riffing on it in the chat, we're making jokes, sometimes new memes are born, and having a really good time. And it's so much easier to do that when you don't have to read subtitles. I get it that it's not everybody's thing, and some people prefer subtitles regardless, but I think it's just easier to follow along with the live chat. I've seen other people share the same sentiment. Plus, I love a good bit of cheese, okay? Come on. This is definitely cheese. I love a good bit of cheese, so I'm going to go with the English. So that's what we've got coming up for you tomorrow night, midnight Eastern Standard Time, over on Bacon Bits, the anime Grindhouse, Legend of Crystania, or as I like to call it, we have Record of Lodoss War at home. All right, now for our Nostalgia Spotlight. That's right. The Nostalgia Spotlight segment is back because it's the 3-year anniversary. I'm pretty sure you guys already figured that out. I think you guys know. I'm pretty sure you guys got a grasp on that already. It's the 3-year anniversary. So the Nostalgia Spotlight tonight is we're going to be looking back over this past year at some of the standout memes, some of the new ones that we got. We got some new waifus, in fact, new characters on the roster, DLC. We got waifu DLC on the Orbital station, okay? New characters are on the roster. And we got to check that out. Some memes, catch up with some of the oldies but goodies. There's one in particular, any excuse to play it. You guys know I'm going to play it. So we've got that in there. So let's go through. Let's look back. Let's look back with our gasping queen. Even if she may be the former gasping queen, she had a long and glorious reign as our gasping queen Voodoo. And so she's going to be our poster waifu. All right, she is our official poster waifu for this Nostalgia Spotlight as we look back on some of the best moments over this past year. So as I mentioned, former gasping queen. She'll always be the gasping queen in my heart, though.
All hail the Baroness!
I have record of Lotus War, but I prefer the Slayers myself. While Lotus is more classic Dungeons and Dragons, the Slayers is more like what would happen if the Baconeers were to learn magic.
Yeah, there's more of a comedy element in Slayers. You know, Record of Lotus War is very serious. Like even the English dub isn't even that cheesy. There's like a little bit of cheese to it, but the anime itself is just so serious. You know, Slayers has a lot more comedy, a lot more of a comedy element to it. So I like both. You know, both is good, right? Both is good. So yeah, Voodoo, and thank you, by the way. Glad you guys are enjoying the new Baroness pop-up. So we've got Voodoo, who will always be the gasping queen in my heart anyway, okay? Long live the queen, Voodoo. She is our official spokes waifu, poster waifu, whatever you want to call her, for the Nostalgia Spotlight as we go back. And since her reign recently ended, just like a week or two ago, in fact, we were going through that episode of Dragonflies, and we saw that Apex has dethroned her and is now the new gasping queen with 11 gasps in a single episode, beat Voodoo by 3. Voodoo had 8, was the previous title, and now Apex is the reigning champion with 11. But there are other titles to be held, to be potentially taken. Of course, there's Wrangle Queen, Lady J, who has held on to it for multiple years now. I'm pretty sure she's on like her 2nd year of her reign as Wrangle Queen. But there are some other rankings that we need to be on the lookout for, and I've been seeing some of them, especially lately. We've been seeing some that might be contenders. You never know. In fact, speaking of the gasping, we were watching Archer last night, and Cheryl, I thought she was going to go for the record. She's just in the first, I think, 5 minutes of the episode. Not even. It was like the opening bit before the credits, before the intro theme. She almost broke the gasping record. So we've got some others out there. One of them from early on last year, we had the Pan-Up record, and Cammy is our current Pan-Up queen. So will there be, as we go into a 4th year here, okay, 3 years done under the belt, we go into the 4th year, will there be a new Pan-Up queen? Because right now they have to contend with Cammy, who I believe has 5 or 6. I don't know. Let's count the Pan-Ups, chat, and let's see what Cammy currently holds as her title of Pan-Up Queen. Pardon me, Pan-Up.
It's just a bloody bore having to maintain cover around old chums is all.
Cammy?
And I thought you'd forgotten me.
Cammy?
Seems like old times having you around.
Hey, we still don't know who's helping us in the channel.
Why bother? Working with you, Colonel. There's no way I'm ever going to make it to retirement anyway.
All right, I counted 5 Pan-Ups, and those were all from the same episode. That's how we qualify these records. Who gets crowned the queen is all of it has to take place in one episode. So Voodoo had 8 gasps in a single episode, dethroned by Apex with 11 in a single episode. So in order for Cammy to be dethroned as the pan-up queen, one waifu has to get more than six pan-ups in a single episode. That's going to be tough. That's going to be tough. So yeah, Cammy, our pan-up queen, reigning champion. She got this one last April, or maybe it was like late March, but basically a year ago is when she got this title, established her reign.
Psycho Crusher.
Psycho Crusher. Let's go. Thank you for the 10 big Bison Bucks, Soul Edge.
Booga booga booga!
Almost forgot. A good friend of mine 3D sculpted a nocturne head to 3D print for a custom figures. It has begun. One will be headed your way sometime soon.
Oh, that's awesome. Thank you, Kinzo's Creations. Man, I'm looking forward to that. You did such an excellent job with Rogue. I think if you guys have been around for a while, you probably remember Kinzo Creation for my birthday, not this year, but I believe it was last year, sent me a statue of Rogue doing the pose. It's awesome. I think it's like 2 of a kind or something, because he made one for himself and then he made one for me. It's not like something that's sold in stores. It's a 3D printed or like a resin model. I'm not sure. You know the details better than I do. All I know is you painted it, you made it look awesome, you sent it to me, and it is definitely a cherished gift. Statue of Rogue in the pose. The pose. That's right. So good stuff. Thank you, man. Appreciate you. Looking forward to the Nocturna. Looking forward to seeing how it turns out too. You know, you did so great with Rogue. I bet that's going to look awesome, man. Thank you. All right. So we've got Cammy, our Wrangle Queen. Let's keep an eye out for over the course of this next year. If anybody dethrones her or Apex or Lady J, any of these other, I think Neffy from Mummies Alive probably has the J-Law Queen title. She's J-Lawed multiple times in almost every episode. So I'm pretty sure she's our J-Law Queen right now. So yeah, keep an eye out for that. Keep an eye out for that. But we had some epic moments though.
Cammy is my all-time favorite character in the whole Street Fighter franchise. Her lore and character development is what made me fall in love with her.
Nice. Thank you, Soul Edge. Appreciate you, man. That's cool. She does have one of the more intriguing stories of all the Street Fighter characters. I will agree with that. Hers is definitely more intriguing. And she was one of the more fun characters in the cartoon here too. She was always kind of messing with Guile, leaving him felted. She was trolling him, man. She was trolling. I mean, she tried. She gave a valiant effort, literally threw herself at him. She jumped as she was like walking along a wall. It was a very high wall too. And she just leaps off, assuming Guile will catch her, which he did. Cake secured. But you know, she was trolling him a bunch too. She trolled him a bunch, man. We got a lot of memes featuring Cammy. I just wanted to focus on the pan up record, but we actually have quite a few memes featuring Cammy. So yeah, she's a fun character. But yeah, we had a lot of epic moments. Okay, some really standout ones, in fact, that will live forever in our hearts and minds. And one of them is a kind of a crossover meme. Stinky Wota. You guys remember Stinky Wota from Zaiba 9? That's how you have to say it. That's how Tim Curry says it. So that's how you have to say it. But you guys remember Anaconda talking about her Stinky Wota. Well, that is bled out into other shows. Now, anytime we see waifus messing with perfume, we talk about Stinky Wota. But G.I. Joe took it to another level. G.I. Joe took it to a whole nother level and ended up engaging in an all-out waifu war over the Stinky Water. We had a battle. The battle for Stinky Wota. This was epic.
Let me hold your purse.
Give that back!
Okay, I just wanted to help out. Socrates, why don't we dance while the Baroness rests?
No, I will escort her.
The stink lines coming off Lady J. It really is Stinky Wota. Look at the stink lines coming off of her, man. That's crazy. That's actually crazy that they drew a whole bunch of stink lines.
On second.
Oh, a sniff. She's snifferific. Remember that Quaker Oats commercial? Sniff. Snifferific. Lady J is snifferific.
Thought perhaps it would be best to let her rest quietly.
Excuse me.
Oops.
Something in the perfume, I'm sure of it.
Let's get it.
And now the battle for the stinky water has begun. The waifus are off to the races. We've got green dress and pink dress. They're neck and neck. They're outrunning the Baroness, who is kind of confused in the maelstrom. She wasn't expecting this battle to break out. She thought the stinky water was a secret weapon, but Lady J was too snifferific. And so now the battle has begun. Oh, pink dress is down. Green dress is down. And suddenly they both teleported to the other side of the ship where the bottle was rolling to. I don't know. 80s cartoons known for their animation errors. Or maybe these waifus have superpowers. They're X-Men. They're both Nightcrawler. And they teleported. I don't know what's going on. Oh, and and then Baroness with a judo chop from behind.
Stink lines. Pepe Le Pew gets cancelled, but this flies. Gender bias. Hello. HR?
Yeah, how come Pepe Le Pew gets canceled? You know? He gets canceled for using stinky water. Being a little overly friendly, like those Christmas trees from Martin Mystery. Yeah, how come he gets canceled? But Lady J, only thing that happens to her is a big old sniff. She's snifferific. Yeah, and then Baroness comes in from behind, broke her in half, judo chop out of nowhere. She didn't even know. Look at it. Look at the look on this wife. She has no idea what's about to happen. She wasn't even really fighting. This waifu right here wasn't even really fighting over the stinky water. She's just kind of hanging out, looking a little zooked out, you know. Maybe she partied a little too hard as they're on board the Gyat yacht here. This whole episode basically takes place on board the Gyat yacht. Maybe she partied a little too hard, one too many pizza rolls. She's looking a little zooked out. Baroness doesn't care. She's like, look, this is a free-for-all.
But Ertie's my dear, you know my feelings.
She's dead.
Your fortune and I were meant for each other.
Oh, but Lady J kicks high. She kicks high. It looks like pink dress between the battle of pink dress and green dress. It looks like pink actually won in the end off screen while Baroness was judo chopping that other wife.
Baroness should have kidney punched Cobra Commander for daring to suggest she would need the perfume to charm her prey.
Let's go. Thank you, Reverb154. A lot of the new super chats. I'm glad. There's still one that we haven't seen though. Which one was it? Oh, it's the 550. We haven't seen the 550 one yet. That's the only one. I think we've seen all the other new ones. We've seen Futura. Hold on, I gotta count them. We've seen Futura. We've seen both Rogues. We've seen the new Baroness. I feel like there's a couple I'm forgetting. I know we're missing the... Oh, and the hair flip. We got the hair flip. How do I keep forgetting that one? That's like the best one, the hair flip. No, we didn't do 5. Everybody kept sort of dancing around it. You know, doing like 650 or 450. Yeah, there's one more at 550. There should be a new one there too. I don't think we've gotten that one yet. There it is.
Just in case. What is behind door number 5.5?
There you go. Princess Lana in her best outfit. It's kind of like Savage Land Rogue, best costume in all of comics. The 80s workout Lana, the Video Olympics workout Lana, probably the best outfit. I will say that sound is like a placeholder. The little like Mario mushroom sound, that's a placeholder. I need to find like a good quote or something, because she's talking in that clip. But I need a good quote, something that actually references like one of the memes or something. You know, she's had some pretty big bouts of Frostiflakes before, So maybe we can find a good one.
This
Yes.
one.
This one, yes, sir. Yeah, see, I like it. She's got the Nintendo Zapper there. I think she looks awesome. But yeah, I need a better sound effect. So, all right. So I think we've seen all the new ones. I think so. So what do you guys think? Are you liking the new super chat pop-ups? Should we keep going in that direction? Do you like them? I think they look pretty cool. So, all right, let's continue on with some of these epic moments here. The battle for stinky water. But the reason I keep using epic as the descriptor is because whenever I say that now, only one thing comes to mind. Only one thing can truly fit such a description as epic, and that would be Hannah's J-Law moment. You know the one. I'll show you, stupid.
Hannah, don't be stupid.
Stupid? Ooh.
Let's see that again.
Let's see that one more time. Yeah, I like that one. I like that one a lot. Princess Lana, top tier, royalty, not just because she's a princess in the show. I'm saying royalty on the Orbital station. She looks awesome in that outfit. And yeah, I like with the Nintendo Zapper and everything. I just need a better sound effect. I just need a better, I need to find a good quote from the show. Something like that to put in there. And then it'll be perfect. It'll be perfect. Yeah, I'll show you, stupid.
Stupid? Ooh.
Overboard. Hannah overboard.
Like a woman.
Just like a woman. Hannah overboard. She's zip zooming. She's zip crashing. Yeah, exactly. Waste of space. Zip crashing. That's J-Law levels. One of the best ones of this year. One of the best moments of J-Law all year. Just how defiant she was with the "I'll show you, stupid." And then just how insane it was. Rolling the Jeep like a couple of times. Rolling the Jeep. Oh my goodness. Yeah. Probably the J-Law moment of the year. We also had some epic levels of Frostiflakes too, though. Okay. It wasn't all about the J-Law. We also had some Frostiflakes, and there was one in particular that stood out as the Frostiflakes moment of the year. You guys ready? I'm sure you remember this. Wait. Let me see if you guys can guess. Any guesses? Anybody want to take a stab? What do you think? What do you think was the top Frostiflakes moment of the year? The one that tried to jump off the roof? Oh, you mean from Jim and the Holograms? The waifu that was like...
You know which one I miss? Cool. Buster Keaton.
Oh,
if
Buster Keaton.
You know.
Oh, we're bringing that one back. Space Cyborg Dragon. Thank you for another ticket to ride on the BOOGA train, by the way. Yeah, moldy oldie bacon ears will remember cool Buster Keaton. So yeah, we're bringing that one back. Thank you, man. But yeah, the Gem and the Holograms waifu that wanted to unsubscribe from life because of the fraud. That's up there. I don't know. Maybe that should be. I don't know. It's not the one I chose, but it's up there. Duo Maxwell got it. The Flash Gordon level of Frostiflakes.
Hello. Would you like to have a roll in the hay?
Such chlaw. Odele my ninjas.
Let's go. Thank you, Ganjizi. Appreciate you.
Hello. Would you like to have a roll in the hay? It's fun. Roll in the hay.
Jealous, Dale?
You're darned right I am.
See, that's why it's like so awesome, because not only is it a moment of Frostiflakes, but just like how deliberate. She's like, you're darn right. I'm not even trying to hide it. You know, like that's why I put this one above the gym in the holograms episode, because that waifu, she was just like felted. Like ultimate felted. She wanted to unsubscribe from life. She was so felted. But Dale is just like, fuck you, I have Frostaflame. Like she looks like she's about ready to punch him. She's just like, fuck you. Yes, it's Frostaflakes. What do you want? What do you want from me? I'm chowing down, okay? I poured the whole box. I poured the whole box in the bowl. It all fit. I got the big bowl. And I emptied the whole box into it. What do you want from me? You're darn right I'm jealous. That's why it's like the top moment of Frostaflakes. She's so fucking pissed. Plus, I love the little dodgy look. This right here, that little sort of dodgy, like, you know, Flash is like, what do I do here? What do I do? He's computing. He's computing right now. But Dale is, look at her, man. Dale is just like glaring, laser focused. This is why it's such awesome Frostaflakes. Because she wants to murder Princess Laura. That look on her face says, murder tonight, you. That's what that look says right there. And then Flash just computing, pondering. He's pondering. What is the appropriate reaction here? He decides to poke the bear.
Jealous, Dale?
You're darned right I am.
Yeah, you jealous, Dale? Dude, I love how Flash Gordon, he's basically Archer. He's Archer in space. Oh, what are you, jealous? What? You know I'm about to tap that. You know there's nothing you can do about it. She just invited me. It would be rude. It would be rude. We're guests. We are guests at her home, Dale. She just invited me to roll in the hay. It would be rude to refuse it. What are you, jealous? He's fucking Space Archer. He's Space Archer. What are you, jealous? It would be rude to refuse her, Dale. So yeah, that was one of my favorite moments right there. Loved that one. I also love how we got a couple of new ones in here. This one is it's so new that I think it's still sort of catching on, but I think it is going to catch on. I like it. I like this one. Maybe it might be a little biased. I'm trying to push it, make sure it gets over, even if it's not the most popular. But I think it is. I think it'll be a good one. So going forward, we're definitely going to have to use this one more.
Now, honestly, Changeling, can you help me secure the Grail?
Grail? Well, no, but if you'll just...
I see. Then you aren't a servant of good. Temptress?
I don't believe this.
Temptress, be gone! Be gone, Temptress! I love that one. It's so good. It's still pretty new. It's still catching on. But we need that because we've seen it. We've seen waifus get tossed in a few episodes. It's kind of weird. Kind of weird how many times waifus get tossed in these episodes. But every time now we need yeet, be gone, Temptress. So that's one of my favorite new ones. Definitely up there. It's still catching on. This next one is a new meme from this past year. It is definitely already caught on. In fact, this character here, when you see who it is, you already know he will never live it down. It doesn't matter if it's the episode where he originally gets called it, and I think they only call him that in that episode, but doesn't matter. He pops up, chat's all calling him this, and in fact, it's spilled over. Some other characters now get called a similar name. Any guesses? Any guesses? Do you guys remember? What was the new one? A new meme that left this villain felted. It's never going away. Yeah, you guys got it. Taverns Full and Kinzo's creations. Hordykins. He is forevermore Sanchionatos. He is Hordykins.
She is completely unharmed. Now get her out of here.
But I don't want to go, She-Ra.
Dude, she's a fucking psycho. Look at her, dude. Just look at her, man. She's a menace. She's psycho.
I like it here. We were having fun, weren't we, Hordykins?
Hordykins?
Thank you for that. Never dropping that, by the way.
Felt it. Never going away. Never dropping that. You are forevermore Sancionados Hordikins. Love that. I absolutely love it. So yeah, every time, because we watch She-Ra a lot, you guys already know, love playing this show on Saturday morning, practically every other week or every 2 weeks, you're getting more She-Ra. And every time since then, since this episode, we call them Hordikins. Sometimes other characters get the kins suffix added on there. But yeah, he will never live that down. He is always Hordikins now. So that was one of my favorite new ones from this year. And I don't think that one, just like the meme, not going away anytime soon. Not going anywhere. That one's sticking around for a while. We didn't just get new memes, though. We also got some new waifus, you know? It's always sad when a show gets blocked. We lost Galaxy Rangers, Ulysses 31. You guys already know there's a good handful of shows that we've lost over the years. But what's nice is when you find new stuff to replace it. And over this past year, just this year, we've actually found 3 new waifus. 3 brand new waifus that we didn't have before to come in and help fill that void from where Nico from Galaxy Rangers, that weird crystal waifu from Ulysses 31, I can't remember her name. I think it was Calypso. But you know, where they've all left, we need to fill that void. So we've got some new waifus here. So let's check out a couple of these new waifus and let's see what you guys, are these some new favorites? I know one at least, well, 2 actually, 2. Yeah. 2 at least are new favorites, but I think you guys like all of these new waifus. We'll start out here with a new live action waifu. I see a couple people already guessing in chat. That's right. We've got Isis. Based Isis from The Secret of Isis here, live action waifu. Let's fucking go.
Mighty Isis.
Isis, we need your help. This fire is out of control. We don't know where the fire extinguisher is. This guy doesn't know how to use a hose. All right. We need your help. How can you save us from this out of control, this roaring inferno?
Isis, please help.
She's so based. She's so based that the fire obeys her every command. She simply has to will the fire back down into the earth from whence it came. She's so based. I love how this guy, he's like looking. Hold on, where is it? It's very similar to that Flash Gordon bit. You know, he's just like, I don't know how to respond to this. I have the strangest urge to return that gesture. I see her doing this gesture and I just have this urge, call it ancestral, call it a blood memory, where I just want to return that gesture. I want to reciprocate. He's like, whoa, she's a bit of all right. This lady's based. This lady's based. She's a bit of all right. Yeah, Baconeer. A Baconeer was born on that day. Baconeer was born on that day. So yeah, we've got based Isis, live action waifu. And the show itself, I know it's kind of a funny out of context clip here. Just her doing the pose. It's a different pose. She's looking for Kyle, okay? But the show itself had some based moments too. All right, let's check out this next clip. See if you guys, I'm sure you remember. The show itself also had its moments.
You worked on my dad's car?
Why not?
You, a girl?
Well, I guess it doesn't matter. As long as you didn't touch the engine.
That reminds me, I think you're...
You know, just don't actually do anything. You know, if you just want to play pretend, like you're just hammering on the hood, pretending to work on the car, that's adorable. As long as you didn't actually do anything. It's a girl.
Your carburetor's off and needs adjustment.
There's nothing wrong with the carburetor. I checked it myself. Besides, I don't think you know a carburetor from a piston rod.
Talk about a chauvinist pig.
That's me. Oink, oink.
Beast! Beast, let's go! Oink, oink, motherfucker! I love it, man. He just feeds right into it. No, he doesn't try, because see, imagine nowadays. Oh, no, I'm not chauvinist. Please don't think me of any of those istophobe words. Chauvinist or sexist or misogynist or anything. Oh, please, no. No, this guy's based. Like I said, a Baconeer was born. He just witnessed ISIS being super based. So he's all hyped up. He's channeling the Vril. And so when the girl says, you chauvinist pig, he says, that's me. Oink, oink. Let's fucking go. Dude, it would be amazing if in the next episode he has a new license plate that just says oink oink on it. Like he gets a vanity plate. So the next time he takes the car into her shop, she sees it, oink oink, just as a reminder who you're dealing with. Oh man, but Isis was cool. And not only did we get her in live action form, we also got animated Isis as well, okay? So she is very much a new waifu on the scene. Kind of took it by storm because we saw her popping up in her own show there, the live action one, and then she's a member of the what were they, like the Freedom Force or something? They had kind of a generic name. It's not Space Sentinels. I think it was Freedom Force. But anyway, she shows up here too, so we get animated Isis as well, showing off some powers that, as janky as the live action show was, this was just too much. They couldn't jank their way.
What's the song from the Oink Oink meme?
What is the song? It's a funk remix of Can You Feel My Heart? I had to remember the name. It's like a long title. What's the name of that band? Hold on, I'll tell you in like 2 seconds. I'll tell you. I'm blanking on the name of the band. It's I want to say it starts with a B. You guys remember the name of the band? Do you know what I'm talking about? A lot of based memes use that song. Shit, I'm blanking on the name. But yeah, it's Can You Feel My Heart? Yeah, it's the Giga Chad. Exactly, it's the Giga Chad theme. It's the Giga Chad theme. It's a funk remix. If you look that up, if you look up funk remix of the Giga Chad theme, you'll find it. Okay? You'll find that. I guarantee you will find it if you look that up. But you have to look it up like that. You have to search for it like that. Because yeah, I just, for some reason, I am blanking on the name of the band. No, it's not Tell It to My Heart by Taylor Dane. No. That's not the one. That's not the one. Oh, you found it? You found it, Commies Are Not People? All right, man. Good. All right, let's check out animated Isis, showing off a power that, as janky as the live action show was, they would not be able to jank their way around this. They did some pretty janky special effects using like stop motion. I don't even know if stop motion is the best way to describe it. It was just jump cuts, but they couldn't do it with this. So only in animated does she show off her power of triplets.
Come on out, Toshi. I've got you surrounded.
Triplets.
Gotcha.
Toshi. Come on, Toshi. Oh shit, that's a deep cut right there. You had to be a Baconeer and OBTV staying up overnight last weekend. I don't know if it was Friday or Saturday. Basically stayed up all night. You would know the come on Toshi. You would know. So, but yeah, triplets fever right here with animated Isis. So yeah, new waifu on the scene. But she quickly got overshadowed because there were other new waifus on the scene this year, and they are really.
Where's triplets?
Triplets.
Fever.
Thank you, Ron McChaos. No message, so there's nothing for Kitty to read. And then Nicolas Cage is zooking out and didn't want to pop up there. So basically just looking at Voodoo there as he makes all those noises. I'm just looking at Voodoo and he's going. Oh my goodness. Oh my goodness. How could you? But no, thank you, Ron McChaos. I appreciate it. It is good timing though. Triplets fever for Isis there. But yeah, we got some other new waifus on the scene. Kind of overshadowing Isis a bit. Kind of overshadowing her. So I'm curious, out of the 3 new waifus, I'm pretty sure you guys already know who all 3 of them are, especially now that we already unveiled Isis. The other 2 are easy to guess, that is. But I'm wondering who is your favorite of the new ones, okay? So the next one, like you guys already know, Jana of the Jungle. Let's go. Gave us the awoo meme, several of these, and that's only one of her animal calls. She's actually able to make other funny noises, which we have also memed on. She does weird hissing and screeching, and she even chirped at one point. She even did a ceiling bird chirp at one point to call some of the denizens of the jungle to her aid. So yeah, that's kind of her thing. Kind of her gimmick there, but she's also known for getting wrangled a bunch, wrangled and tangled in a net, in fact. The noise she made, that's also, I think that just adds to it. First of all, this incredibly awkward run. I don't know who runs like this. This is like her arms are, look, who runs like this? Her arms are barely moving, and then she does this weird like, oh no, not the wrangle net, anything but that. But the noise that she makes is priceless. It's like the net is eating her. She's not just getting wrangled, the net's it's eating her, and then it's gonna eat me. So yeah, Jana getting wrangled. This is just one of many examples. She gets wrangled in every episode at least once for a time, especially when she was new on the scene. I thought that she was going to dethrone Lady J as the new wrangle queen. She came close. Run! She did do the pose though. Okay, we'll give her bonus points for that. That once she was wrangled and made a hilarious noise, I guess she thought the net was going to eat her. She ends up doing the pose, the rogue pose, the pose, you guys know, all wrangled and tangled in the net. So we do give her bonus points for that one. So yeah, Jana instantly making a splash, doing her awoo calls, getting wrangled and tangled, all sorts of craziness going on in her episodes. And in fact, we now have a super chat pop up, although it is Savage Land Rogue. We could always replace it. You know, we have 2. We have 2 of Rogue now. I gave her the Woo and then the X-Men theme pop up. So if you guys like that one, then maybe we'll just put Jana in place of Rogue, since she is the one who that's her catchphrase. Just like gasping is Voodoo's catchphrase, doing the Woo is Jana's catchphrase. So if you guys think it would be better to have Jana, but you know, yeah, no Jana's Twin Moons. Well, for that, Vinny needs to be the director of photography for that.
Turn around, let me see the back.
Because then that's like all his direction. You know, he says action, he says cut, and he says
turn around, let me see the back.
That's Vinny as director Vinny. But unfortunately, he wasn't directing that episode. So. Last but certainly not least, in fact, this is the waifu that I would wager is the new top waifu. And I mean amongst the new ones. Of course, there's always going to be our top waifus like Frosta, Princess Lana. Of course, you got the all-time greats like Rogue. We keep talking about her. But amongst the new waifus, okay, amongst the waifus that are new this year to the station, I'm pretty sure it's a safe bet to say that this is the favorite. This is the favorite amongst them all. And how could she not be? How could she not be when she gives us things like skydiving tigers?
Hey, what's all the noise about?
That!
A skydiving tiger?
A skydiving tiger? How could this not be the best show? How could this not be the best new show? It's got skydiving tigers. You got Goldie Gold rocking a bikini in like half the episodes. There's skydiving tigers, but there's also all of the classics. Goldie Gold is no stranger to all the classic memes. Although she is a great personality and doesn't seem to have too many Frosty-Flakes moments. We don't really see her getting like pissed off, ready to murder another waifu because she just chowed down on a whole bowl of Frosty-Flakes. But she does get wrangled a whole bunch, wrangled and tangled or dangled. And she also has J-Law moments. Some pretty epic J-Law moments, almost on par with Hannah. In fact, if you're going strictly by the scale, the size and scope of this J-Law, technically it's actually a lot more epic than Hannah's, but she doesn't have the whole freak out of like, I'll show you, stupid, and then the funny scream as the Jeep rolls. But she did give us a very funny quote. That's why I rank this as a close second place for J-Law moment of the year. We still quote this one. I think you guys know what it is. We still quote this to this day. Let's go. Take it away, Goldie Gold, but try not to kill us.
Take the controls. I'll handle Skyhawk.
But I don't know how to fly this thing. It wasn't my fault. That building jumped right out in front of me.
Wasn't my fault. That building jumped right out in front of me. Classic J-Law waifu moment right there. But you know what? She's just too damn adorable, though. You can't stay mad at her. You can't even stay mad at her. She's just too damn adorable. All right. You know what, Goldie? It's not even. We're not even. That building did just jump right out in front of you. You convinced me. I don't know what it is. But you convinced me, Goldie Gold. That building did just jump right out in front of you. Poor thing.
It wasn't my fault. That building jumped right out in front of me.
Just like a woman.
Holy shit. Epic J-Law moment, man. But yeah, you know, Goldie Gold, you're just too damn adorable, though. We can't stay mad at you. So you have all the epic J-Law moments you want. All right, look at Nugget. Even Nugget, he's being cute over there. Poor doggo. He's scared out of his wits, but he's still adorable too. He's a good doggo. Okay, he's a good doggo. So yeah, it's impossible to stay mad at Goldie Gold. And so I believe that she is the new top waifu of all the newbies, of all the rookies. Okay, we got some rookie waifus on board the station this year, and I think she's rookie of the year, waifu of the year even, you might say. Although there is one other contender, and not everybody likes Goldie Gold, okay? And I'm not talking about you guys. I know all the Baconeers, we all love Goldie Gold, okay? Me and my homies, we love Goldie Gold, okay? In this house, Goldie Gold is a respected guest, an honored guest, okay? But there are some out there that aren't a fan of Goldie Gold. They even tried to kill her. They tried to kill her with a forklift.
Where did he go?
Over there, unfortunately.
A forklift?
This is the song written for the train chase. This is the chase, Rocky and Ken. He tried to kill me with a forklift. Olay! Joe Mannix.
Rocky. Again?
Olay! Let's go. So yeah, that, you know, not everybody's a fan of Goldie Gold. Some are out there trying to kill her with a forklift. Olay! That's one of my favorite memes of the whole year. one of my favorites of the whole year. In fact, there's not a whole lot that can top it except for one. You know, not too many other memes can top it except for one. And that would be one of the contenders here for waifu of the year. So you got Goldie Gold, definitely the best of the new waifus. But if we're looking at all of the waifus, those that have been here since the beginning, the new ones, everyone together, who really stood out? Who kind of stole the spotlight this year? That's a tough call because we try to give attention to all the waifus each and every week, right? But there was one in particular as I was looking back through, going over some of the pinups, looking through the memes, just seeing which one had multiple appearances, and not only that, but even introduced some new lore that would then spread to the entire waifu verse, okay? We're talking about going all the way back to the source, what may be the start of a whole line of waifus, lineage. We're talking waifu lineage, okay? Blue-eyed, brunette, tomboy waifus, all descended from Jasmine, or as she was now called, Cum Girl.
I see you've earned Wee Willie's undying gratitude.
No one laughs at me. Stand up and fight, you drunken oaf!
Conan.
Scene interrupting cake. I love how the scene is just trying to play out here. It's the classic setup to a bar brawl, and then Jasmine has to just interrupt. Scene interrupting cake.
Let's not forget our mission.
Wait, what have we here? Never have I seen such a pretty wench.
Why you...
Come, girl.
Come, girl. So it just gives her a new nickname, tosses her over his shoulder. She's wrangled, freehand wrangled right there. Freehand wrangled, gets a new nickname, and more scene interrupting cake. Not as bad as this one. This one, it really did just take over the scene. But yeah, we get more scene interrupting cake. Never seen such a fine wench. Make him drop his other waifu like a sack of potatoes. Holy shit. Look, she looks like she dislocated a hip. He dropped her so hard. Holy fuck, dude. Secure the cake, man. That's brutal. Oh, dropped like a sack of potatoes, like a bad habit. He's found a new wench, and I shall call her Cum Girl. So that one has remained like, holy shit, has it ever? It's kind of crazy. In fact, I didn't expect that one to sort of take off the way it did, but now it doesn't matter. Like any waifu, even if they could just call her girl, or maybe just say come here, or so, any combination, doesn't even have to be both words. If they get close though, she's got a new nickname. Chat's going crazy, and it cracks me up. That's why it's like one of my favorites. But it wasn't just for that. I mean, that is like a really good moment of wrangling from this past year. You got to love that he refers to her as a wench and then calls her Cum Girl. It's pretty funny. Yeah, gives himself a new set of shoulders. Okay, but also the lore, like I was saying, we expanded the waifu verse and started thinking up lineages, that there could be possible waifu lineages, because we noticed Jasmine, brunette, blue eyes, tomboy waifu, warrior waifu. In fact, we noticed a lot of similarities. Charlie girl, brunette, blue eyes, tomboy waifu, tries to be a warrior waifu, but the biker mice are a little too based, and they're like, nah, this is He-Man macho stuff. You got to hang back. No waifu zone. We're going into battle. This is a no waifu zone. The biker mice are kind of too based, but she tries. She tries to be a warrior waifu. Okay, she tries. So there's a lot of them out there though. We started noticing a pattern. A lot of these blue-eyed, brunette, tomboy waifus. Yeah, she's a fighting kind of wench. Remember that meme? Charlie girls, I'm a fighting kind of wench. Even being referred to as a wench. There's another connection. Look at that. The knights of old time, They see Charlie Girl and immediately refer to her as a wench, just like with Jasmine. So yeah, it expanded the waifu verse, the lore, deep lore, going all the way back, waifu lineages right now, okay? So that's why Jasmine, and not only that, I was actually kind of surprised. We had multiple pinups. We had a couple from Krakken and Odacat. So like multiple artists were doing multiple pinups of Jasmine over the course of this past year. It was kind of surprising to see, because, you know, you think, oh, there's these top waifus, it's going to be, you know, like Frosta or somebody that, but no, really, I think she had the most. And then, of course, the crowning achievement, the final thing, the cherry on top, the candle on the cake is when Jasmine decided she wanted to be ninja. And that really put her over the top. You know, if we're talking about waifu of the year, she had some good memes throughout the year, getting wrangled. There was that episode with the old wizard that starts draining the essence of Conan, and the wizard guy, I can't remember his name, and starts becoming younger, and then decides, well, now that I'm younger, I'm gonna wrangle a waifu, and immediately sets his sights on Jasmine. She gets wrangled like 3 or 4 times in that episode, almost broke the record. She was a contender for the Wrangle Queen, didn't quite make it there. Of course, the meme I just played with the wench and the cum girl, you know. But then what cemented her position as waifu of the year, she's had multiple pinups, these memes, all this stuff. She decided she wanted to be ninja, and it was all over.
You know what? Maybe I too could be ninja. I want to be ninja. I want to be ninja. I want to chop, chow down, take chow down to Chinatown. I want to be ninja. I started training hard. I think I could go far. I am a natural, that's matter factual. I learned to chop real hard. I fight with credit card. I use my nunchucks, even while feeding ducks. I throw my ninja star, also very far. I do karate moves with a go-girl move. I learn my ninja kicks while watching Netflix. I try to everything like on the big screen. And you guys, you know what? I might do it. I might be a ninja soon. I gonna be ninja. I gonna be ninja. I gonna chop chow down, take chow down to Chinatown. I gonna be ninja.
Jasmine's gonna be ninja. So yeah, that kind of puts her over the top. Waifu of the year. She's fucking awesome. The wench of the year. Come girl. Ninja waifu of the year. So we got Jasmine here. Yeah, it's so good. Like I said, any excuse to play it. We had to play this meme again. It's too damn good. Why hasn't this become a super chat pop-up? I ask myself. Why haven't I made this a super chat pop-up? Just a bit of Jasmine or the ninja waifu from G.I. Joe jumping around, flipping around, a little cut of the song, you know, the chorus. Why haven't I made that a super chat pop-up? Well, you can know what to expect next week. There'll be a new one next week. So classic stuff though. So yeah, we had a really good year though. Seriously, we had a really good year. So many funny memes, a lot of new stuff. We expanded on some of the older memes. They're continuing to evolve, which is great. They're like taking on a life of their own, being applied to other stuff, and just growing the community. Everybody I mentioned at the start of the stream, the Baconeers are so welcoming. So all the new people, everybody just gets welcome in and they feel like they've been here forever. You know, just like right away, they fit in and they feel like they've been here forever. I notice a lot of people are picking up on our crazy lingo, you know, all the stuff that we have from our memes like J-Law and Frosted Flakes and all that. I notice people are picking up on it a lot faster. Like a year ago, let's look at what it was like a year ago. This time last year, I remember commenting that I would see people say, what is Zook? what is J-Law? And there would always be confused people. Not like a lot, but you would see a small handful of confused people almost every stream, especially the big ones like on Saturday morning, and there'd be a lot of people there. But now I barely ever see that anymore. You know, I hardly ever see anybody getting confused saying like, what's Zook? What is it? What is this stuff you're talking about? What is, you know, and most people just either pick up on it right away, or if they do ask, it's almost like they kind of get it. You know, they're like, oh, is Zook like they're seeing stuff, you know, like they're on drugs or whatever. It's like, yeah, they're zooking out. They're going crazy. They're, oh, okay, yeah, I got it. So yeah, it's awesome. It's so awesome how welcoming you guys are and how the community has been expanding. Our memes have been evolving, and it's not even, it doesn't even seem that confusing to newcomers. You know, they're coming in, they're picking it up right away. And like I said, they feel like they've been here forever. It's awesome to see. It's awesome. So I just wanted to go back through some of my favorite memes, some of the stuff that stood out, you know, some of our new waifus that have shown up to the station this year, some new favorites that we have. Goldie Gold, looking at you. Can't stay mad at Goldie Gold, even when she does J-Law, you know. We had some epic moments of Frostiflakes, some fun wrangling, just some awesome stuff. And of course, Hordykins, that's never going away. He's never living that one down, Hordykins. So yeah, it was a great year, and I'm looking forward to many, many more with all of you guys, each and every one of you, man. The Baconeers are the absolute best. I cannot say it enough. And so it has been an awesome 3 years. It just keeps getting better and better. You have my word, by the way. I want you guys to know, you have my solemn oath, my word, that I will continue every single year, every day, to always keep making it better. I'm never going to just go, it's good enough, fuck it, and just like go on cruise control. I'm always going to be looking for ways to improve it, getting feedback from you guys, putting in the shows that you guys recommend, as long as they pass copyright. You know, sometimes it's not my choice, but you know, as long as I'm able to put the shows in that you guys request, try to spruce up the live streams. You know, the super chats, that's just the tip of the iceberg. That was just something that I was able to get done this week and have it ready for tonight. But I'm serious when I say that things are under construction, okay? The renovations have begun, and I want to bring new and improved elements to you guys all throughout the year, never stopping. You have my word on that, okay? So thank you guys for a glorious 3 years, especially this past year has been so awesome with so many fun moments. Too many to count. We just had to pick a few to go through here. There's too many to count, and I'm looking forward to many more years in the future. Thank you guys. Thank you. Truly, truly, thank you. All right, let's talk about our watch party tonight, midnight Eastern Standard Time. That's in about an hour, maybe just shy. Just a little under an hour from now. It's going to be in the OBTV Discord, because I did try to upload this to Bacon Bits. I was hoping we could do a movie night over on Bacon Bits and get, you know, slightly bigger crowd over there, but that's okay. We've got a big enough crowd in the OBTV Discord, and it'll just be an exclusive in there tonight. This is another one, much like Legend of Crystania. This is a movie that I have been waiting for just the right time. And because it's the 3-year anniversary, volume 150, we're celebrating, we're having a good time. We're zooking out.
We like Zook, see?
We like Zook, see? So how about some Zook? Do you like Zook? I heard you did. So here's what I got for you tonight. At midnight, we're going to be watching Rock and Rule. Let's fucking go. It's time for some Canadian animation. That's right. This was actually done by Nelvana Studios. You guys are very familiar with Nelvana. Sometimes that little polar bear logo doesn't always pop up at the end of the show, depending on, if it's ripped from the DVD or not. But you guys definitely know Nelvana. We're talking Cadillacs and Dinosaurs, Wildcats. Dog City. We got one from Nelvana tomorrow with Dog City. So many shows have come from that animation studio, and they actually put out a movie. So we've got Rock and Rule, an animated feature-length film geared more toward an adult crowd, okay? This isn't, even though it's an animated film, and the characters are like these weird human animal hybrids. It is not a kids movie. Okay, it's not. It's closer to something like Heavy Metal. When if you're thinking of animated films, it's closer to something like Heavy Metal.
MC Bacon, in the spirit of ninja nostalgia, if we got a.
Thank you, War and Peace. Yeah, we got a moment for that. We got a moment for that. Don't worry, we'll check it out. Thank you so much. So yeah, think more along the lines of Heavy Metal, even though it doesn't go quite as extreme. Heavy Metal was like a very much R-rated animated movie. I don't think this one would be rated R, maybe more of just like a PG-13, but it's like I said, it's definitely not for kids. Definitely not for kids. So we're going to be starting this one in just under an hour in the OBTV Discord. Now, I know that there's a couple of different versions. People have talked about it before. There's the original Canadian version, and then there's the American version where they replaced one of the voice actors because they wanted somebody that the American audiences would better recognize, and they didn't really like the original guy's performance. Now, unfortunately, if you're wanting the original Canadian version, at least from what I've been able to find, it's only a VHS copy. So not the best looking visually as far as resolution goes. And even the sound it's got like that sort of hiss that you hear on VHS tapes, on old tapes, right? So not the best sound and visual quality, but I do have it. However, I think it would be fine. We can just go with the American one. It doesn't change that much. Like there are some changes, don't get me wrong, but it's not like terrible. It doesn't ruin the movie. And it's much better quality. It's like a full remaster or restoration, whatever you want to call it, Blu-ray rip, and it looks way better. So we're just going to go with the American one. And at least the only character that they changed, it was like the main guy or one of the main guys. But regardless of the version that you watch, you get the waifu here, Angel, that you see on screen, the waifu, voiced by Susan Roman. And you guys should be very familiar with her, the voice of Hannah Dundee from Cadillacs and Dinosaurs. She was also Officer Lewis in the 80s RoboCop cartoon, and a few other characters, Sailor Jupiter.
Is it me, or did Rock and Roll inspire Hallex, the Disney live-action space rock band from the 80s?
Probably. Thank you, Wiss. I see there's a link in there too, so we'll check that out in just a minute. Thank you so much. Appreciate you, Wiss. So yeah, Susan Roman, she is the voice of Hannah Dundee, Ann Lewis from RoboCop, Sailor Jupiter. She's in a lot of stuff, and a lot of it is stuff that we watch on the channel and in OBTV, both for that matter. So you will recognize her voice. I think she's an awesome voice actress. I love hearing her voice as she has like it's a very like unique. I know everybody's voice is unique, but you get what I mean, where it stands out. Like you hear it and you're like, oh, I know who that is. That, you recognize it immediately. It's a very distinct voice. So looking forward to hearing her as the waifu, and then just all sorts of zooked out heavy metal goodness. Okay, this is, like I said, think heavy metal, not just for animation that's not directed at kids, but as you can tell, this has a musical theme to it, and a great soundtrack, a lot of awesome bands from the 80s. So I think you guys are going to absolutely love this. Okay, absolutely love this. If you haven't seen it, probably a lot of you have already seen it, I would imagine. But if you haven't seen it, you're absolutely going to love it. And even if you have seen it before, watching it with the bacon ears is an entirely different experience. It's like seeing it all over again for the first time, because it's just such a different experience when you watch it with the bacon ears. So tune in to the OBTV Discord. I did see somebody asking for an invite, so give me just a second and we'll get that set up for you here. Let me make sure it's not expired like it tends to do sometimes for whatever reason. Okay, there we go. Generate a new link. It's not expired. Okay, excellent. All right, I'm going to put this in the chat. So I think it was one of the channel members, Merrick Hartz, was asking about it, and anybody else. Okay, anybody else? I just put the link in the chat so you can join just by clicking on that. Even if you don't already have an account, it's very easy. It'll create one for you and get you in the server, and then you can mess with all the particulars of it later. And that way, at the very least, you can enjoy the movie night tonight. So that's what we got coming up. I'm hyped. I think it's perfect for our 3-year anniversary. Like I said, I've been waiting to show this one. In fact, I even had to tell a couple of Baconeers not to show it.
I just thought I would share with everyone that I finally got around to buying the TMNT The Last Ronin graphic novels. Oh, also, Orbital. Just thought I would let you know that the silent film Nosferatu has a 1998 version that has Typo Neg music.
Oh, hell yeah. Typho Negative doing the soundtrack? Let's fucking go. I need to see that. That's like the Metropolis version you guys were telling me about that had a new soundtrack from, was it Kraftwerk? 80s techno, 70s or 80s? I think Kraftwerk was 80s. But yeah, it's like Metropolis with the Kraftwerk soundtrack, Nosferatu with a Typo Negative soundtrack. Sign me up. Let's go. That sounds awesome. And thank you for the dono as well. Appreciate you. So yeah, been looking forward to this one. 3-year anniversary. We're celebrating. So tonight we're getting into it. Let's fucking go. All right. And that brings us to channel surfing for next week, revealing the theme that we've got coming up for our next channel surfing, which is every Wednesday at 8 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. We take a deep dive and catch that nostalgic wave going through all the clips that you guys send in. Okay. It's all from you. You guys send in clips and we watch them and we have a really damn good time, man. You guys have me cracking up with the stuff that you find. I try to entertain you, giving some commentary on it. And overall, I think we have a blast, man. Those streams, they go for like 4 or 5 hours. I think the record is like 6 hours, but they fly by. They fly by because they're so much fun. So it doesn't even feel like 4 hours, at least not till I stand up after the stream is over. Then it feels like 4 hours. But no, we have so much fun. So we're going to be doing another new theme. Oh, actually, kind of a new theme, kind of not. It's a little bit of a spin on one because we're doing the 3-year anniversary. We're celebrating 150 volumes. You know, we've got 100 channel surfings coming up soon, but we're not quite there. We've got like another, I think like 2 months or so till we get to the 100 channel surfings. So we'll just dedicate this one to celebrating the 3-year anniversary. So what I wanted to do is kind of like a free-for-all, which we've done those a couple of times. We've had channel surfing free-for-alls where there's no specific theme and you can just send in whatever you happen to be feeling nostalgic for at the time. But I want to put a little spin on it, okay? I want to do a little bit. So it is going to be kind of like a free-for-all to celebrate the 3-year anniversary. However, I want you guys to go back through and find your favorite channel surfing themes, okay? Now, you don't necessarily have to send the same clip that you sent in or even that somebody else sent in. But I just want you to look through the playlist and refresh your memory. You know, if you need to watch a little bit of it, cool, but I don't want you to have to do too much homework for this, okay? So just sort of scroll down the playlist and jog your memory of some of the themes that we've done. And I want the ones that really stick out to you, that you remember for you personally, being super fun, that just stood out in your head, like this was one of your favorite channel surfings, whether it was because of the theme itself, maybe some of the clips that people sent in, some of the zooked out moments that I had watching the clips, whatever it may have been, okay? Whatever it may have been, that's for you to decide what makes it your favorite. But I want you to go through, and the ones that stand out to you as your favorites, that's going to be your theme, okay? So if you're going through, so like I said, it's kind of like a free-for-all, but the spin on it is as you're going through and you go, oh shit, the ninja one. You know, I'm just using that as an example. Like, oh yeah, the martial arts one, the kung fu one, that was my favorite. That is your theme for the week. So I want you to then go and find clips that match that theme. You don't have to use the same ones. You can if you want to. If you're like, oh, hey, this clip was just so damn good, I'm sending it again. That's totally fine. But then what we're going to see is at the end of the stream, you know, because I'm sure some people will have the same favorites, right? So I'm curious to know, what do we end up getting the most of? Are we going to get the most kung fu clips? Are we going to get anime clips, video game cutscene clips, whatever it may be? I'm curious to know. But yeah, so it's a little bit of a spin on it. You know, a little weird. Yeah, you can combine them. If you don't want to pick just one. Feel free to combine them. And then you have two different themes to pick your clips from. But yeah, that's what I want to know, your favorite themes, or at least the favorite moments, the times that you had the most fun on channel surfing over the last year. And once you decide that is your theme for the week. So yeah, I think it'll be interesting because it's going to end up kind of being like a free-for-all. We're going to have clips from all sorts of different genres and stuff. But I think it'll be cool because it'll be interesting to see what people double up on, and if we end up with like a clear winner at the end. You know, maybe not. Maybe it'll just be so evenly spread. But that's what I think it'll be interesting, because at the end of the stream, it might be a clear winner where it's like, oh yeah, we got a ton of kung fu clips or whatever. And that might be a theme that we do a sequel. Like if there's a clear winner, where there's one where it's like, oh yeah, this is what people enjoyed more than anything else, then might have to do a sequel on a upcoming channel surfing. So I think that one will be fun. So that's what we got Wednesday, 8 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. Looking forward, as always, to the madness that you guys bring to the table each and every week. It's always awesome. Can't wait. All right. We did get a couple of clips here sent in. I noticed there were some YouTube links sent in. So let's check. We'll check those out real quick here before we get into the waifu roundup. I know that's everybody's favorite segment of the week. Okay, where was the first one? Where was the first link? There were two. There's one from Wiss. I got that one right here. Here it is, from War and Peace. He says, in the spirit of ninja nostalgia, if we got a moment. We do. We have a moment right now, in fact. So let's see what you got for us.
Moto surf!
Moto surf!
Moto surf!
Above the drums, the bass, the flute, the harmonica, all the way from
360!
Malibu to Santa
360!
Monica, up to Long Beach, back to Huntington. Take out my scope so I can see the honeys run.
Engine! Oh no, wipe out! Wipe out, no opening!
No more thinking about your lesson, no more homework and worrying about your profession. You just wanna chill in the sun, relax with a honey and have fun.
Surf Ninjas. I fucking love this movie. It's so bad, but that's kind of why I love it. And it's kind of funny that you chose a clip from Surf Ninjas, because I was wondering if anybody would pick up on it. The intro song on Wednesday, because we had like a whole beach surf, not quite ninja, but hey, there were some of them there too. We had a whole like beach theme on Wednesday's channel surfing, and the song that I played at the start from Bad Company was actually off of the Surf Ninjas soundtrack. Like I specifically, because I'm like, yeah, there's some obvious surfing songs, Beach Boys, anything from them. There's like Wipeout or Tequila, like just various obvious choices. And I'm like, I don't want to go with something too obvious. So let's look up a soundtrack to one of my favorite surf movies, Surf Ninjas, and we'll check this out. And so I'm going through the soundtrack. I found the Bad Company track, and I'm like, oh yeah, this is the one. So thank you for that. Okay, next up we had one from Wiss here.
TNXMC Bacon for the Surf Ninjas. How would one get a Jubilee and Magic waifu on here?
Ooh, you mean like a pinup? We have some Jubilee pinups. We don't have Magic yet, though. Might have to correct that. Next up from Wiss, it says, is it me, or did Rock and Rule inspire Helix, the Disney live-action space rock band from the 80s? Something tells me we're about to find out with this clip here, or at least get an idea. What the fuck? It's like 2007. Oh. Holy shit. Why do I already love this? Why do I already love this, though?
Here you go, Orbital. This is a scene from the movie to get an idea how it is.
Thank you, Soul Edge. Appreciate you, man. Appreciate you. Yeah, what's going on here? Why do I always love this? Or already, I should say, love this. Kakarot says, what the fuck am I looking at? Musical jank. That's what you're looking at. Musical jank. What is this creature right here on the guitar? Is that a Yeti? A space Yeti? It looks like one of the cat aliens from Wing Commander. Like, I don't know. This actually looks kind of awesome. I've never heard of, what is it? Halix? I've never even heard of Halix before. But if I had seen this as a young Bacon Bit, this would have been like my life. You know what I mean? Because I was one of those kids that's like, I want to be a rock star when I grow up. So I was already like that, right? So if I had seen this, but I was a nerd too, big old sci-fi nerd. So if I had seen this, a rock band that's like doing sci-fi nerd shit, it would have been over. Would have been over. Yeah, man. That's cool. That's cool, though. I can dig it. Thank you, Wiss, for supplying some high grade jank right there. Musical jank. All right, we had another clip from War and Peace real quick that he's just sent in. Let me refresh. There we go. He says, here you go, Orbital. This is a scene from the movie to get an idea of how it is. Show us the jank. Oh no, wait, this is the Nosferatu with Typo Negative soundtrack. That's what this is. It works really well. It actually works really well. Damn. Yeah, I want to see more. Thank you. Was that Soul Edge? Yeah, Soul Edge. Thank you, Soul Edge, for that one. Yeah, it does. It works really well. Like, it works really well. All right. Let's go. It's time for everybody's favorite segment of the week, the Waifu Roundup. Now, we've got an awesome stream boss here tonight. Wiss has hit the 100 mark. He's basically wrangled a waifu all to himself. But let's see how many other waifus we're wrangling here tonight. Ready to get him in your stable. Okay, hopefully you took my advice. You kept those wrangle devices tuned up in tip-top condition, because you're going to want to get these waifus in your stable. Okay, let's see how many we're going to get here tonight. Head to the front of the ship and hit the music. That's one. We knew we were getting that one. That's for Whis right there. There's two. Let's go. We got three waifus. Oh shit, it's slowing down and stopping in Sliver Country. We can't stop here. This is Sliver Country. Let's see if we can get waifu number 4. Now, I will let you guys know that once we get into the upper echelon of these waifus, like if we were to fill another meter or two, you get into the celebratory waifus. So the first few waifus are going to be ones that are more like, okay, we saw them recently on Saturday morning lineups, or maybe they're just an all-around top-tier waifu.
Magnificent.
Look at the size of that thing.
Bring it home.
Bring it home. Let's go, Whis. Thank you. Look at the size of that thing. Look at the size of that dono. Thank you so much, Whis. Even Nico had to look. That's my favorite part of that GIF. Is Nico has to look over real quick at the end. But thank you, Whis. Appreciate it. Okay, so we got 4 waifus now. 4 waifus. So yeah, if we fill up the rest of this meter, once we get there. Chester Stevens with 10 big Bison Bucks.
In the name of my pimp hand, I deliver us from Sliver Country.
Yes, sir. You got us out of there. Thank you so much, man. The Cheddar Swiss Coalition making their presence known. Let's go. So yeah, like I was saying, once we get into those upper tiers, those upper levels, the waifus go from just your typical, okay, we saw them recently on a Saturday morning, or maybe it's just an all-around favorite since it is 3-year anniversary, to now we get to the waifus celebrating the 3-year anniversary, and they brought cake. And I'm going to let you interpret that however you would like, but they did bring plenty of cake to celebrate. In fact, some of them might still be in the process of making that cake, which means they're in the kitchen in an apron and maybe not much else. So we'll see if we get there, though. We'll see if we get there. Let's see what waifus we have to wrangle so far. Gabriel Villegas says, so Komugi is hopefully guaranteed? Komugi is in the lineup. Now, is she guaranteed? That I don't know. She might be a little further on down. Not sure if we're going to get there, but she is in the lineup. Whoa!
That's more like it. I'm all hot and bothered. Ooh, so exciting.
Thanks so much for 3 awesome years. From sternest stuff to the anime Grindhouse are the best part of my week. 07.
Ron McChaos, thank you for that massive dono right there. Getting Bayonetta all hot and bothered.
That's more like it.
Whoa!
I'm all hot and bothered. Ooh, so exciting.
In nomine potri, et fili, et spiritus waifu.
Spiritu waifu. Let's go. Holy shit. Back to back. Dude, Bayonetta is like, somebody get her a slip and slide. She got back to back, getting Bayonetta all hot and bothered. Whoa, buddy. Whoa, buddy. Thank you guys so much, Chester Stevens and Ron McChaos. Whoa, you guys are going to have to get in the crossfire arena for Bayonetta. I don't know, although she's got legs up to her face, okay? There's enough for her to go around. But thank you guys. All kidding aside, thank you guys so much, man. Massive generosity. Holy shit. Thank you. All right, we definitely have at least another, maybe 2 more waifus to add to the tally here. But let's go ahead and start unveiling these waifus so you know who you want to get in your stable. So first up, this is a waifu that I don't know if she's ever gotten a pinup before. I think she has. Just like one, though. We barely ever give this waifu the attention she deserves. Definitely an underrated waifu. And one that we saw. Whoa, whoa, whoa! Johnny Hollywood, holy shit! Holy shit! Get those guitars in the chat because we're rocking out. We are rocking out. Johnny Hollywood going crazy. Put those guitars up to the waifu. She's grinding on the chat right now. Go, buddy. Let's go. Grinding on Ron McChaos. Retro Ryu, Kenzo's creation. Mputi. Bloodwork is in there. Jason Long. She's going crazy, rocking out. Soul Edge.
Give me all the waifus.
Sir, yes, sir. Thank you so much, Johnny Hollywood. Holy shit. Taking over Stream Boss. That massive dono right there. Holy shit, man. That's like apocalypse level dono. Just wiping out all the previous Stream Bosses before you. Taking over with 200 hit points on the health bar. All hail Johnny Hollywood. We need to get some pizza rolls raining. We need to get that waifu swanging. I think we might actually see Kamugi tonight. Let's fucking go. Let's fucking go. Thank you guys so much. Holy shit. Ron McChaos, Chester Stevens, Johnny Hollywood. All hail. All of the generous Baconeers. You guys are freaking awesome. I'm like running out of breath here. I'm zooking out, man. Running out of breath.
That's more like it.
Whoa!
I'm all hot and bothered. Ooh, so exciting.
Why hello there. Is there another waifu in the wings?
Why yes there is. Why yes there is. There's a lot. I loaded this one up. I went crazy because I was thinking just in case. You know, we're celebrating 3 years, 150 volumes. Just in case we might need some extra waifus, I loaded this one up, buddy. Let's go. Thank you so much, Chester Stevens. Man, if you combine Chester and Whis, since they are tag teams, then I think they might actually be ahead of Johnny Hollywood. But that just means what a crazy freaking battle. It means we're going to have multiple prizes, okay? The reward of waifu pinups of your choice, multiple are going out to multiple people, okay? So tag team champions, Johnny Hollywood. You guys, I'm just going to let you know right now, go ahead and get your thinking caps on, okay? Be thinking about a couple of waifus that you want to see get the pinup treatment, okay? Thank you guys so much for the massive generosity. All right, so this first waifu is from a recent Saturday morning lineup. As I was saying, a very underappreciated waifu because I don't think she's gotten more than one, and that's if she has that. I'm thinking that she did, but I could be thinking of some other waifu that just has a similar look. But yeah, at most, she only has one previous pinup. Whoa! Chester Stevens again! Let's go! Getting us mesmerized, stupefied.
The treasure was the waifus we found along the way.
That's right. That's right. Maybe the waifus were the friends we met along the way. Yeah, man. Thank you so much, Chester Stevens. Holy shit, on his own. I mean, teamed up with Whis, the Cheddar Swiss Coalition are already a force to be reckoned with. But Chester Stevens by himself taking over Stream Boss, 212 hit points on the health bar. We definitely need a hail Chester Stevens. More pizza rolls raining and get that waifu swanging 2 times. 2 times. Kitty's even going after her right there. Let's fucking go. Holy shit, man. Thank you guys so much for the generosity tonight. Insane levels. I'm glad I added a bunch of extra waifus though, because we're going to get them all into somebody's stable. Let's fucking go. All right, so think back a week or two to the Western themed. All right, think Western themed, not channel surfing. It was right after the Western channel surfing. The Saturday morning lineup that featured a bunch of Western themed shows. Which waifu did we see in there? I know we saw a bunch. It doesn't really narrow it down. There were a lot. But think of a waifu from a Western show that we've barely ever given the much deserved attention to. She's a definite top waifu. In fact, I'll give you another hint. Think back. She was going for the gasping title, okay? Think back to when Apex took the crown. There were other waifus that were going for the gasping title on that same day. There you guys go. You got it. That's right. Now I'm seeing it. April Eagle. Their name is so funny in English. But yes, April from Saber Rider and the Star Sheriffs. Let's go. Like I said, I don't know if she's gotten a pinup before, and if she has, it's got to only be one. Definitely has not gotten the pinup attention that she deserves. An underrated waifu going for the gasping record, a valiant effort. I think she had like 6 or 7, so came close to tying with Voodoo. Of course, Apex would later come in and take the title from both of them, but April gave it a good shot there, okay? Almost tied with Voodoo, but she threw in a little extras, so she was gasping, but then every now and then she'd also throw a daddy in there. Daddy. She'd throw those in there, kind of added a little bonus to it. So yeah, she's definitely an underrated, underappreciated waifu. And in fact, there was an episode where she wore a pink bikini, similar to this, obviously fit a little bit better, didn't shrink in the wash like it has here, but that's just what happens on board the orbital station. But yeah, there was an episode where she did wear a pink bikini. So bringing that back, since the weather is warming up outside, it is bikini season. I mean, it's bikini season 365 days here on the station, but I'm saying, you know, out there, outside, IRL, bikini season is upon us. So let's get April Eagle from Saber Rider and the Star Sheriffs finally getting some more pinup love. Let's fucking go. Waifu number 1. All right, waifu number 2. This was also from the Western lineup, okay? Different show. She's not from Saber Rider, okay? Different show, but a waifu from the Western lineup as well. And even though she has received a couple of pinups, it really is just a couple, like 2 or 3 at most. Another one of those very much underappreciated, underrated waifus in need of more attention. And that's what we're doing right here with this one from Odacat. Any guesses? Any guesses on who this one is? A lot of people saying the judge, which is not a bad guess. Not a bad guess, but her hair is a little bit too long for the judge. I'll give you a hint. She's from the same show, though. Okay, so it's not the judge. So if it's not the judge, who is the other waifu in that show? Remember the one that was about to do a little wrangling herself? You know, she ended up getting wrangled. But she was about to do a little wrangling herself. And Brave Star was into it. Remember that one shot? He was like, hey, you don't have to rescue me that fast. And then once she was wrangled, he was like, good job, get her in my stable. There you go, Vipra. That's right. Vipra from Brave Star, another snake waifu here, another green skin girl. And like I said, she's only got like maybe 2, 3 at the most pinups. I'm surprised that we haven't gotten more from her, you know, being a green skin girl, snake waifu from Brave Star. So it's about time we give her more of a sci-fi bikini, you know, like the Slave Leia bikini. So she's still getting the bikini treatment, but because Brave Star, I mean, Saber Rider's kind of sci-fi too, but April wears normal clothes. But in Brave Star, everybody's wearing like weird outfits, especially Vipra. Her outfit's like really, it's like a skin tight suit, looks like kind of like snake skin, which is weird, but yeah. So we give her a sci-fi bikini. When I think sci-fi bikinis, I'm thinking Slave Leia. So inspired by that, we've got her, and of course her regular outfit, we've got her ready to go. Bikini season, Vipra, our green skin girls of the lineup tonight. Let's fucking go. This one also courtesy of Odacat. Waifu number 2. Get her in your stable. All right, waifu number 3. Now, this one we haven't necessarily seen recently, at least not in the last couple of weeks, but we did see her plenty this year. In fact, she's one of the new waifus this year, and she has her own catchphrase, even if Rogue kind of stole it in the Super Chat pop-up. Even if Rogue kind of stole her catchphrase for the Super Chat pop-up, it's still hers. She's still known for it. Go ahead. Yeah, make the noise. Make the noise. You guys know. Now, if Rogue stole the Awu, then what should Jana have taken from Rogue? What do you guys think? You know it's Jana. So if Rogue took the Awu, then what should Jana have taken from Rogue? We need a fair trade. Fair trade here, okay? The pose? Well, it's not the pose. You can see the silhouette. It's not the pose. There you go. The outfit. The Savage bikini. So we took what was already a pretty tattered up outfit. I mean, Jana of the Jungle, like that's the name of her show, Jana of the Jungle. But she managed to keep her outfit in one piece, literally. So we had to give her the savage treatment, savage bikini, made sure to tatter it up a little bit more, rip it into parts. Now it's two pieces and the top is tied in a knot. So we went full-blown Savage Land style. So if Rogue is going to take the awoo, she's borrowing it, okay? If Rogue's going to borrow the awoo, then Jana is going to borrow that fashion of the Savage bikini. So we've got Savage Land Jana right here, Jana of the Savage Jungle. Let's go. She's gotten a couple of pinups, okay? Like I said, one of the new waifus and very popular, even if she's not quite as popular as Goldie Gold, she's up there. And right out of the gate, we started getting some pinups of her. So she's not underappreciated, but it's been a while. It's been a while since we've had a pinup, an appearance from Jana. So we're bringing her back. We're giving her the Savage Land treatment there. Savage bikini, Jana of the Jungle, courtesy of Oda Cat and waifu number 3. Let's go. All right, we got waifu number 4. Now this one, okay, this waifu is an all-time classic. We're talking top tier waifu of all times, not just of any particular show, not even necessarily of just this channel, because the show she's from can't be played on this channel. So that should give you a pretty big hint who might own the show that she's from. There's two big ones, okay? Think about it. Think about it. There's two big companies that have a lot of animated shows that we would really love to see, but can't because of who owns them. So obviously Marvel and DC, okay? We're talking Marvel and DC, got a ton of shows, but we can't watch them. But they contain some all-time top-tier waifus. I'm talking all-star, the greats, okay? And it looks, holy shit, you guys are good. Holy shit. I'm seeing a lot of correct guesses right there. You guys are good. That's right. Mary Jane from Spider-Man, the animated series, specifically the one from the 90s. I know Spider-Man's had a few cartoons. Well, that's probably an understatement because they're still making Spider-Man cartoons to this day. So I know he's had a bunch, but we're talking specifically the 1994 animated series. Mary Jane Watson was best girl in that show, probably the best version of Mary Jane. Maybe the comics, at least up to a certain point, like in the 90s, comic book MJ was pretty awesome, but they kind of fucked with her as they did with a lot of characters in the woke times. But in the before times, she was pretty awesome, and definitely in the animated series was best girl. So, ready for some Saturday morning cartoons. She's got her Spider-Man bowl of cereal right there. Looks like some corn pops. She's got to have her pops. Gotta have her pops, okay? So, we've got MJ ready to go. Watch some Saturday morning cartoons. Chill out with the bowl of cereal. An all-time waifu that really, without just, okay, hey, we're doing all-star event. You know, it's 3-year anniversary. We're celebrating. When else are we going to get a waifu like this? Because normally we go for the ones that are on the shows that we watch. Well, we can't get Spider-Man on the channel. So if we're doing all-star celebration anniversary type waifus, then get MJ in there. Get her in my stable. Get her in my stable. Yeah, I know in the show she ends up becoming a Wota, stinky Wota. But she's also redhead supremacy. So get her in my stable. Mary Jane from Spider-Man, the animated series. Awesome stuff right there. But guess what? We're not done. We're not done. In fact, let's refresh that meter real quick and let's see where we're at, okay? We were at the bottom. That was 4 right there. And that was waifu number 4. Yes! Yes! And that's 10 big Bison Bucks.
Gwen Stacy is better. Also, God bless Torment for killing that disc sneeze Paul.
Yes. Gwen Stacy, I'm like kind of torn on. It's like I was just describing MJ, where when you go to certain points in time in the comics, she's like top tier, whereas if you go to other points in time, she's terrible. Not saying that Gwen is like terrible Again, at least until if we're talking the original Gwen and not that weird clone Spider-Gwen thing that they brought out. But, you know, talking about in the before times, then yes, in the comics, Gwen was awesome. She was kind of the original too. She actually predated Mary Jane. See, growing up in the 90s, MJ was, for me, was like, that's it. That's who Peter has always been with and will always be with. But then you come to find out Gwen Stacy actually came first and is a very good character in her own right. Also, 100% agreed. God bless Torment for killing Paul. He was a terrible character, only made to felt Peter Parker and really the readers. Let's be real. That Paul character, he was only there to piss off not just Peter, but the readers. Those of us that were still willing to even give the books a chance. So, but thank you though. Thank you for the 10 big Bison Bucks. Let's check on the meter here. We are in the lower half of the sliver country of the 5th meter, but we've got a ways to go. In fact, so much that I'm going to hit the music again. Let's fucking go. Let's go. Waifu number 5. It's still going. Waifu number 6. It's still going. Waifu number 7. It's still going. Waifu number 8. Holy shit. And waifu number 9. Perfectly right there. Holy shit. I don't even know. I'm surprised we're not in like a sliver country or something, or like halfway or whatever. But no, perfectly rounded off to 9 waifus. Let's fucking go. You guys are going to love these because we are definitely getting into the waifus that are here to celebrate the 3-year anniversary. All right, so we left off with Mary Jane, ready for some Saturday morning cartoons. She's ready to celebrate volume 150, getting into some Saturday morning cartoons. But we got some more waifus to go. So next up, waifu number 5. This one coming to us from Master Krakken. And this is a waifu that we just saw this past Saturday. And first time ever getting a pinup. First time ever getting a pinup. Let's go. Yeah, we're waifu maxing. That's right, buddy. We're waifu maxing tonight. We're getting them all wrangled. They're all getting in the stable. So who could it be now? Ron McChaos and Daharka88, you guys are good. You guys are good. In fact, Ron McChaos even got her name, which they only say like once in the entire series, which I think was actually in that episode. It's the only time they ever say her name. Yes, Soulmate, the evil pirate waifu from Tiger Sharks. You got a tiger by the tail. Hold on, Tiger Sharks. So yes, Tiger Sharks, love that show. Been slowly but surely finding more episodes that are a decent enough quality to be able to put them in Saturday morning lineup. You know, there's quite a few episodes that are out there. I don't think the whole series is out there regardless of quality, but most of the episodes are. But so many of them are just unwatchable. Like, I would not want to put you guys through that. The crunchy video and the shitty audio, I just can't do it to you. But I have been able to find, with the help of some fellow Baconeers, shout out Rex Rude, I've been able to find some really good quality of at least some of the episodes. You know, there's still a lot more out there. I don't even think we have half, you know, but we've got a good number of episodes. So more are surfacing slowly but surely. I found a couple more recently, again, thanks to the help of Rex Rude. So we've got finally one of the better episodes for this waifu, Soulmate, the evil pirate waifu. She's appeared very briefly in a couple other episodes that we've played on the channel. And like I said, I don't even think they say her name in any of those other episodes. But finally, this past Saturday, I got a new copy of episode 3, I believe it was, where we get it kind of the most or closest that we're going to get to a focus episode for Soulmate here. She's kind of like the main villain that they tassel with in that episode. So yeah, we've got from Master Krakken, Soulmate. Of course, some modifications have been done to her outfit, the sheer sleeves. It looks like even the armor shrank. Yeah, I don't know how we pulled that off. Like the cloth parts obviously shrank. That always happens. But it looks like even the armor shrank up some.
I got a fever. Triplet fever. Nick. Show us how it's done. Just got home. Wooga wooga.
Wooga wooga booga booga. Thank you, Alchemy.
We can fix her.
Famous last words. Famous. We're gonna carve that on your tombstone, Wiss. I'm putting that one. Okay, I'm making a note right now. Death by Snoo Snoo. Last words. I can fix her. Cause of death. Snoo Snoo. And thank you, Alchemy, for the triplets fever as well. You got a fever. Let's go. Glad that you got through another week of work, brother. Welcome home. Wooga wooga and booga booga. All right. So that is waifu number 5. We are, I guess, halfway. It's an odd number, so I don't know. We're just going to say halfway. But we got 4 more waifus to go. And I just looked ahead. Yeah, you guys are going to like these. All right, so next up, waifu number 6. This one also comes to us from Master Krakken and from the same show. Figured the silhouette would pretty much give it away anyway, so have her feature right after Soulmate. She was zooking out, man.
No, man, he's just zooking out. He'll be okay.
You guys remember? She was zooking out. In fact, I don't think we've ever seen any character in any show zook out as much as she was. Holy shit! Johnny Hollywood, no way! No way, let's go! Holy shit! Put those guitars up, we're rocking out with another massive dono from Johnny Hollywood. Let's go! Oh, she's grinding on the chat there. Waste of Space, Kenzo's Creation, Ron Chaos, and Under Batista. Grinding on the chat again there. Gojira and Taverns Paul, Jason Long, and Mike Orasa.
Fuck it, let's make it an even 10 boys.
Let's go. Thank you, Johnny Hollywood, man. Massive support. Another monster dono right there. Massive support. Taking the hit points to 300 on that health bar right there. Taking back Stream Boss. All hail Johnny Hollywood. We need more pizza rolls. All the pizza rolls raining. Get the waifu dangling, okay? She's wrangled and dangled. Kitty has done his job. Mission accomplished. Let's fucking go. Thank you so much. Thank you so much, dude. All of you guys, man. So much support from the Baconeers tonight. Much appreciated from each and every one of you. Johnny Hollywood, Chester Stevens, Wiss. What a battle. You guys are all champions in my book. All right, let's go. Let's unveil this next waifu. I know you guys already know who it is. I saw people say it. It's Angel. I made it, like I said, kind of easy on purpose because we had Soulmate right before. So let's get the other waifu, the one that was so zooked out that, I don't know, apparently Kitty decided we're just going to have to cook her up. I kind of forgot, like, where Krakken came up with this, you know. I'm trying to remember Krakken. Where I'm gonna have to message him. What was the story behind Kitty wanting to cook up the wife? he's got her, you know. He's gonna boil her in a stew. I mean, the little Sharktacon guy or Seacon or whatever his name is. He's like chopping up carrots. Like they're making a waifu stew. It's a dank food combo. It's a food hack. That's right, Waste of Space. Oh man, the Boglam's gonna come back just for this. He's gonna come back to life just for this. The waifu food hack. Shark soup. Yeah, I guess it could. Yeah, maybe shark soup is a thing in the Pacific. Yeah, maybe. So Master Krakken zooking out, kind of like Angel, you know. She wasn't the only one zooking out that week, apparently. So she's getting cooked up here. Waifu stew. Let's go. All right. So that is waifu number 6 All right, we got more to go. We got more to go. This next one here is what you've all been waiting for, at least a couple of you. I've seen, I don't know if it's everybody, but I've seen a couple people saying, where's Kamugi? Where is she? Well, here you go. The silhouette should be a dead giveaway. Now, notice that not only does the silhouette give away who the waifu is, I mean, there's only one waifu with that hair, but it also shows that she's holding some cake. She's ready to celebrate 3-year anniversary, 150 volumes of Saturday morning cartoons. Yeah, dead giveaway, exactly. So from waifu stew to cake, here we go. And she has just got done baking it. Okay, it is fresh from the oven, and Kamugi is fresh from the kitchen. That's right, she baked up that cake all on her own, ready to celebrate 3-year anniversary. She got so excited though, she kind of forgot the rest of her outfit. She got the apron on. Okay, I'm sure she remembered to wash her hands, but she kind of forgot everything else. That's okay. It's 3-year anniversary. She's excited. She brought cake. It's all good. I think we'll forgive her. Okay. I think, it's like Goldie Gold. Can't really stay mad at her. You know what I mean? How can you stay mad at Kamugi? And she brought cake. So there you go. We've got a tiny apron, tiny mini apron. Is that, yeah, tiny mini skirt. Yeah. Tiny mini apron on Kamugi there. And in the excitement, she forgot everything else. But that's okay. She brought cake. That's the important. Somebody, yeah, give her a hug. Give her a hug. Okay. She's precious. All right. So that is waifu number, what are we on? 7? Yeah. Waifu number 7 from Master Krakken. All right. Next up, we got a waifu, this one from Otacat, another one from Otacat. And again, the silhouette showing that she's holding some cake, ready to celebrate. See, this is party time. I told you guys, once we got into that upper echelon of waifus in tonight's roundup, you're going to see a whole lot of cake. And did I lie? Did I lie? She's got the cake right there. Okay. So we've got another. Now this is an all-time top waifu, okay? This one isn't from a show that we've been able to watch on the channel, much like we were talking earlier with Mary Jane, owned by one of the big two, which means we're not going to be able to play this show. However, we have watched through it. In OBTV, and this waifu in particular, if you know anything about my stable, then you know this is an all-time top tier waifu. There you guys go. You got it. That's right. It's Starfire. Also wearing an apron, fresh from the kitchen, just baked a cake. Kamugi's cake looked like vanilla. Starfire's obviously is chocolate, although it is Starfire, so there might be like mustard or something in there too. Who knows? But she at least remembered her pantsuit. I don't know. Is that a plus? I don't know. Kamugi might actually have one up on her in this case. Kamugi might actually have one up on her because Starfire at least remembered part of her outfit. So there you go. Cooked up a cake there, ready to celebrate the 150th Saturday morning lineup, 3-year anniversary. Starfire has brought the cake.
Pardon me. Pontsu.
And Kitty, you've got some work to do. Whoa, buddy. Now I saw Daryl. Daryl is in chat. Hail, Daryl Walick. What's going on? He says, look at coffee. Okay, let me look at coffee here. What's going on at coffee? He says, this is only a fraction of what I could give to say thank you for all you do. Holy shit. Whoa, buddy. Wait, that's a fraction? I would have thought that's the whole thing. What are you talking about? Whoa, buddy. Holy shit. Thank you so much. Daryl Walick with a massive dono right there. That's worthy of playing the guitar. I wish I had a way to set off the guitar thing. We need to have the guitar waifu partying, rocking out. Let's fucking go. Thank you so much, Daryl Walick. Well, we just unlocked some more waifus. We got some more. I'll let you guys know. We got a couple more waifus now. All right. Just let you know that. It might not be over by midnight. Okay. Heads up. The stream might not be over in time for the midnight movie. We're going to have to start late. Luckily, it's not too long of a movie. It's not even an hour and a half, so don't worry, guys. And I think it'll be worth it to wrangle a few more waifus, okay? Think it'll be worth it. What are we on? Waifu number 8? Yeah, this was waifu number 8. We still got like 4 more to go. Holy shit. All right, let's go. Okay, so Starfire with her. It is midnight. It's midnight right now. I wasn't even looking. Holy shit. Damn, time is flying. I thought we still had like 30 minutes or something. We must be having fun because time flew by. I thought it was only 11:30. No, you're right. It is midnight. Holy shit. Whoa! No way! No! Dark 88! Holy shit! Whoa, buddy! Whoa, buddy! Dark 88! Everybody get those guitars up because we're rocking out. A massive dodo from Daharka has the waifus rocking. Let's go! Holy shit, she's grinding like crazy on the chat there. Tavern Pool, Conqueror, Ron McChaos. Whoa, she's going crazy. Holy shit.
There more?
There are more. Yeah. Yes, there are more. There are more. Holy yeah, she was zooking the fuck out, man. Did you see that? Holy shit, dude. She was zooking out. I couldn't even keep up with it. Oh, that was awesome. Thank you, Daharka88. Thank you so much, man. All right. We are let's see. I just said it and I already forgot. That's right. Waifu number 8 is what Starfire was. We got quite a few more to go. Quite a few. So good thing I added extra. Here we go. Next up, we got more. We got more waifus baking up some treats here. Baking up some treats to celebrate the 3-year anniversary. This one courtesy of Master Krakken. And really, the hair might be a hint. If you're able to tell the hairstyle from the silhouette, that would be a hint. But look at the state of, I'm guessing that's like an easy bake oven or something. You know, it's like an easy bake oven. But notice what's hanging off of the edges of the table there. Should be a pretty big hint. Yeah, see, you guys got it. It's Frosta. It's Frosta. The icy table should have been a dead giveaway. It really is an easy bake oven, though. Also doing an apron and nothing. In fact, this might be the least. Kamugi had socks on, you know, at least Kamugi had her socks on. And then, you know, Starfire remembered her pantsuit. Frosta, just the apron. That's it. That's it. She's got her easy bake oven right there. I don't even know what she's cooking up. There's a bowl of batter still sitting on the top. The easy bake oven itself looks like it has come to life and is zooking out at the mere sight of Frosta, which is understandable.
Swing, swing.
Understandable. Yeah, define small apron. You know, what when we say tiny mini apron, like how tiny are we talking here? We're pushing the limits. We're definitely pushing the limits. That's for sure. So Frosta, all-time top-tier waifus, one of my favorite waifus of all time, one of the most beloved waifus on the channel. So of course she's going to be celebrating whatever tasty treat she's cooking up. If that easy bake oven doesn't zook out before it's ready, then I'm sure it'll be delicious. And you know what? It's the thought that counts. Even if it's not, you know, it's the thought that counts. You know, what is that saying? Like, hate to see you go, but love to watch you leave. So there you go. Waifu number 9. Waifu number 9. Frosta. Courtesy of Master Krakken. Now, let me make sure. I know we've got more, but I'm going to just do a little quick check here just to see exactly how many more we got. Okay, so we've got 3 more waifus to go through. Did I do that right? Yeah, I refreshed it. Yes. Okay, so this was waifu number 9. So yeah, we have 3 more to go through. Holy shit. All right, next up, courtesy of Odacat. We're just going back and forth. Another waifu that doesn't look like she's holding any cake. But I'm sure she still brought some cake nonetheless. Now, who could this be? Who could this be? This is another top tier. Live action. Think live action. Okay, live action waifu. You guys know. See, you guys know me too well. You guys know me too well. Cat girl supremacy. So it's Cat Manx from Power Rangers SPD. That's right. That's right. So you guys know. You guys know. So it looks like she didn't bake anything. But yet somehow there's still cake. It's a magic trick. It's a magic trick. Only waifus are able to pull this type of magic off, okay? No one else can perform this magic. Only the waifus, where doesn't appear she baked anything, yet somehow there's still cake. It's magic. It's a magic show. Ta-da! So we got Cat Manx from Power Rangers SPD, and I guess she ran out of time. She ran out of time, wasn't able to bake anything, but that's okay. Her heart was in the right place. Even if the rest of her outfit wasn't, it's all been misplaced. All of it, the whole outfit, it's all been misplaced. All that was left was the apron. Let's fucking go. Courtesy of Oda Cat, another top tier waifu that is slowly but surely getting more and more of, because I would say underappreciated, underrated, whatever. But I think she's actually reaching that level that she deserves. She's getting the attention. Everybody loves her. This is like her third or fourth pinup now. Yeah, we've got quite a few of her. So, we're making headway here. We're getting there. We're getting there. All right, that was waifu number 10, right? Waifu number 10.
I believe the quote goes, "I hate to see her go, but I love to watch her walk away," something that applies to several waifu X3.
Exactly. See, Neo Star, you got it. You got what I was going there. Yeah. See, you got it. You got it. All right. Wrong button. There we go. Okay. So that's waifu number 10. Waifu number 10. We got 2 more to go. 2 more to go. And this next one, courtesy of Master Krakken. This was a waifu that we saw recently. Holy shit.
Hail Daryl Volek and DHaku88. Hail to Chester Stevens and Johnny Hollywood. Deliver us from the Wokites, bring us to the promised land.
Hail, hail, yes, I concur with that statement. Thank you, Wiss. Hail to you as well. The Cheddar Swiss Coalition, Johnny Hollywood, Daryl Walick, all of you guys. Thank you guys so much. Thank you guys so much. All right, so do we have any guesses? Whoa, Gojira. Good on you. Yeah, Evil Ghost from Ghostbusters. I know a lot of people have trouble with her name. That's okay. Apparitia. You know who it was, though. Evil Ghost from Ghostbusters. This one, courtesy of Master Krakken. And now the celebration is winding down. It's time to get in the pool, okay? It's warm outside. Even at night now. See, that's when you know. That's when you know bikini season has started. If it's still warm at night, yeah, it's time. It's time to go to the beach. It's time to go to the pool. Okay, and we got Green Skin Girls! Green Skin Girls! That's right. Did you think Vipra was going to be the only one? Oh, no. Oh, no. We have multiple, that's right, plural, Green Skin Girls right there with Apparitia. We had Vipra earlier. Now we got Apparitia. Both of them rocking bikinis. Different styles, but bikinis nonetheless. Good to go, man. I love it. Master Krakken and Oda Cat, both of them knocking it out of the park, man. Excellent work. Excellent work. Gotta love the Green Skin Girls. Green Skin Girls! Apparitia needs more pinups. She's gotten a couple recently. We had one last week and now another one this week. And I think I actually have one more from Krakken that is gonna be for another stream. It's not in tonight's lineup. This was the one of her, but I think we already got another one from Krakken of her. Cause yeah, she's like very much a new popular waifu. New in the sense that her popularity is new. She's not a new waifu. We've had Filmation's Ghostbusters on the channel for a while. We've known of Apparitia for a while, but her popularity is on the rise. And so she is a newly popular waifu right there. And that is waifu number 11. Yeah, wow. Waifu number 11. We're not even done yet. We're not even done yet, chat. We got another one to go here. a top tier waifu. In fact, we might have saved the best for last. This might actually be the perfect waifu to end off on here. Waifu number 12. Waifu number 12, a top tier waifu, one that we haven't seen in a little while, but has lent several memes. I see a lot of people thinking it's Shantae. It's not Shantae. It's not Shantae. Think stinky water. Yeah, Imputi said stinky water. Daharka88 said anaconda. Okay, you guys are good. A lot of people are guessing Shantae. I see a couple of voodoos, but we did get some proper guesses in there. Anaconda, you guys are good. Michael Russum, there you go. You guys are good. Damn. All right. So best for last. I think, in fact, is this the actual last one? No, it's not even the last one in the list. I really made sure I was prepared tonight. Holy shit. Not even the last one on the list, but the last one that we're wrangling tonight. And I think it's the perfect way to go here. 3-year anniversary, 150 volumes. We've been celebrating. We've seen waifus in tiny mini aprons, waifus with cake, whether they were holding the cake or it was just there by magic. And so last but certainly not least, we got to have a waifu who's just all wrapped up, ready to go. One last celebration here. It's after midnight. You guys ready for Stinky Wota Anaconda? Our top set. Nothing against Vipra, but Anna is top snake waifu. Courtesy of Master Krakken, she is all wrangled and tangled in ribbon. I think she was maybe wrapping a gift. Maybe she's the gift. I don't know. All I know is we talked about recently how ribbon was going to be the new fashion trend. You guys remember that? You guys remember that on Wednesday? All the ribbon bikinis that were sent in those clips. And I said, you know, something tells me ribbons are going to be the next fashion trend. That's it. Just ribbons. That's it. Well, it's off to a good start. What do you guys think? What do you think? Ribbons? New fashion trend? Yeah. I think so. So, Snake Waifu Anaconda from Zaiba 9, courtesy of Master Krakken, starting off the ribbon trend. She's going to show, this is basically showing all the other waifus how it's done. You know, they're like, look, you want to wear ribbons? This is how you wear ribbons, okay? Forget the ribbon bikini or whatever it was. Even though that was a good look, it definitely worked on Eris. But Anaconda says, no, I'll show you. I'll show you how to wear ribbons. Either that or she has no idea whatsoever how to wear a ribbon and she literally is just wrangled and tangled, you know? Maybe that's it. Maybe she's just literally wrangled and tangled. She actually has no idea how to wear ribbons. Either way, it works. You know, either way, it works as a new fashion trend here on the Orbital Station. Ribbon waifus, all hail the ribbon waifus. Let's go. Holy shit. 12 waifus. That's crazy. That's up there. I don't know if it's the most. I don't think it is. I think we've had when Brave expands, when because he did some crazy stuff with super chats that on a stream a few months back. It was like last year sometime. That was probably the record, but this one was close. Yeah, it was like the record was like 15 or 20 or something. It was crazy. Yeah, 18. Yeah, it was crazy. But this was close. Very good. Thank you guys so much, man. Seriously, thank you guys so much for all of the support tonight. Thank you for being here for 3 years. There are some of you in chat that have been here since volume 1. That's not an exaggeration. That's not, like, oh, we're just trying to feel all like buddy. No, like you guys, there are some of you that I have seen since volume 1.
Not gonna lie, something about waifu rocking ribbons and hair bows does something for me less than 3.
Yeah, see, I'm telling you, man, that ribbon fashion is going to be the new hot trend. Oh, well, yeah, what a great dress code we have here. What a great dress code we have here on the station, right? Oh, man. But yeah, no, seriously, like, I know, and thank you, by the way, for the Dono Neostar. But yeah, I know that there are some of you in chat that I have been seeing here since volume 1, or very early, like volume 4, very early on. And even some of the newer ones, like I was saying earlier, talking to Retro Ryu, he said he was kind of new still to the station. Like he still felt kind of new, but felt right at home. And before he pointed out that he was still new, I just looked at him as like, oh yeah, this is another moldy oldie baconeer. He's been here forever. And I realized when he said that in his message, like, oh yeah, he is kind of new, but he fits in so well. The baconeers are so welcoming. Just feels like he's been here the whole time. And that's just an example, because that's really how it goes for everybody. Like all the baconeers, new and old, everybody just gets along so well. We all fit in together right here. This awesome community that we've all built. It's a team effort. I know a lot of people go, you want to thank me or whatever, but I couldn't have done this by myself. It was a team effort. All the baconeers together, keeping each other going. We are all here for each other through the fun times, through the down times, always like picking people up. I see people when they say they're having a rough day, and all the baconeers are like in the chat, uplifting, just being there for their fellow brothers and sisters. And man, it's awesome. It's awesome to see. And you guys are the absolute best. So that's why I say all the time, and I'm not going to stop anytime soon, that you guys are the best community on YouTube, and I wouldn't trade it for the world. So thank you guys for yet another awesome year. I can't believe 3 years is kind of crazy, man. Like the time just flies by. It's crazy to me. But thank you guys so much for another awesome year. I'm looking forward to many more in the future. As I said earlier, I give you my word, I'm never going to just stop and just be like, fuck it, it's good enough, and give you lazy content. I'm always going to be looking for the best episodes to put in the lineup, to try to make the best memes so that you guys get a good laugh on Friday nights, bringing you the best artwork of our favorite waifus from Saturday mornings, and comic books and video games from all the before times, the better times, and just trying in general whatever little upgrades I can make, like the super chat pop-ups, to bring you the best streaming experience and community experience, which that part, like I said, is a team effort. I can't even take credit for that, to bring you the best community. That's just because you guys are awesome too. So we're going to keep it going, guys. Here's to another year and many more to come. You guys have all been awesome. I love each and every one of you. Okay? You are all awesome. Thank you for being here. Be sure to like up the stream if you enjoyed the madness tonight. I know we're over time. It's past midnight. In fact, we're coming up on 12:30. So we're going to be starting that midnight movie late. But don't worry. It's only about an hour and 20 minutes max. I think it's like an hour and 15 minutes. It's not a very long movie. So if you're worried about getting in bed and being able to wake up early for Saturday morning cartoons, and you still want to catch the movie tonight, I wouldn't even worry about it. It's a short movie. We're good to go. But we'll probably stay up past it. I know I will. I'm way too hyped up to go to sleep. I'm going to be staying up late, so we'll probably watch some more stuff. So you guys head over to the OBTV Discord. If you're not in there already, jump in the VC. All we ask is that you just mute your microphone. It's kind of like a movie theater. We like to be considerate and not talk over the movie. But we have a chat in there just like we have on here. And we have a blast, man. It's going to be so much fun. So head on over there. Shortly after I end the stream, I'll fire up the movie. Give me like just a couple of minutes, because I do need to, make a pit stop, get some water, stuff like that. And then I'll fire up the movie. All right, guys. But if you're heading off to bed, then have a good rest of your night. Hopefully I'll see you at Saturday morning cartoons tomorrow. If you're not able to make it, well, then I hope you have a great rest of your weekend, because you all have been awesome. I want you to stay awesome, stay based. God bless you all. Let me leave you now with my personal favorite moment of Zook from this past year.
Stay. Where are you going? You can't leave me like this.
Ah! Well, obviously you can, but I deserve exactly what I'm getting!
Wrangled. All right, that's the show, guys. Y'all have a good one. Happy 150 volumes. Let's go. We'll see you guys next time. Remember,
until all is one.
Yes, until all is one.
Thank you for visiting me. It's been real.
Tomorrow.
Goodbye, nega ninjas.